Welcome back, the Super Divorce YouTube channel. Nicholas Villars here, aka Super Divorce, and tonight we're going to continue the doodle and display right there. I did that yesterday, and tonight Jess is going to have to do the next part. Hold on, I just got to come in here for a second, just if you don't mind. Just hang out right there just for a second. I just gotta go ahead and put the correct ambiance on because I didn't get a chance to start it before I came in here. And we can't do a stream on a Friday without the old-fashioned proper tunage. Go ahead. What's going on? Ah, there we go. That's better. You know what happened there? What was that about? What are we doing? Hey. That never happens. Why did it try to jump ahead? No. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to go back to the beginning. We went all 10 hours ahead of us. Go ahead, play. There. Much better. That's that shit. That's what everyone's talking about. All right. Here we go. Back here. Yeah. Yeah, stuff like that. Ragtime. That's called ragtime. That kind of music's called what they call ragtime. Back in the 1930s, they call that kind of music ragtime. Those are the colors. Well, some of them that can be used. We've also got all of those, but these are kind of the colors that came with the Lisa Frank set. Unfortunately, they were all pieces of shit. Absolute pieces of shit were the markers that came with this set in the bundle. It also came with this bonus puzzle that you can color in if you want to. But I don't know if we'll get to that. Jess will be able to, you know what? I would have been able to move faster than I did last night, but I had to back up so far. It was tough to do. Like if I could have been up close like this, I think I would have done a better job. It doesn't look awful. It's just a little splotchy in some areas. And I think given the opportunity, if I could go back over it, I was going to, and then I ended up not really dedicating the time to do so. I was trying to get my office cleaned up. I was trying to make it look less like Asmund Gold's office and more like the office that I know and love of my own, if you know what I'm saying. But that's all right. I had a fun thing happen earlier today. I posted about it. I recorded probably an hour and a half plus. Might have been more like an hour and 40 minutes. Recorded an entire video. Went to edit the video and realized that for some reason, even though it showed me that it was recording in OBS, the gameplay footage just did not record. It was just a black screen the whole time, even though I had the preview up. I've never had that happen before, where I could see on the preview in OBS that it was capturing the screen. Everything seemed to be moving just fine. And then the final result was no footage. It just didn't capture it. And I was like, oh. Oh, so I just sat there and I played through that whole game, recorded it, and we're not going to get anything out of it. We're not going to be able to upload it. What's up, Ronnie? I missed you. I didn't see your chat there. Must have been when I was fiddling with the tunes, the musical tunes. But that was bullshit. That was a bad thing. When it happened anyway. You never know. Maybe it'll lead to some good. But you can always say maybe. Maybe it was bad. We can at least say in the moment it was annoying. It was an annoyance because you don't want to spend time recording a gameplay video that you can't use. Even if it leads to something better down the road, we can still say, I think objectively, that that's not usually a pleasant experience at the time. Who knows where it leads to, right? Maybe some good will come of it, but at least my afternoon was taken up with this game, and it's like, oh, yeah, here we go. Get an upload going. Nope. And I'm not gonna go back and play it again. You know, I'm gonna find something else. Cause I guess I can spoil it. I only rated it, the game that I played, I think I gave it a 525 super divorces out of a possible 1,000. So it was like a Backrooms themed game. And I mainly played it for the visuals because it looked like it was graphically pretty impressive. Like they did a good job with it. I'm just not like, I don't get super into the Backrooms stuff. I feel like it's difficult for games to really separate themselves from the pack when it comes to those types of games, at least anymore. There's so many of them now. And so many are just, you know, is this walking sim. And nothing really surprising happens. It's like maybe the first time you played a Backrooms game that was just like straight up walking sim, no real challenge to it. You're walking through and the concept and the setting is kind of captivating. And that's enough to propel it forward on its own. But these days, there's so many out there, and I've played so many at this juncture that I'm just like, I don't know. It was decent. It was decent enough. It wasn't offensive, but that's why I rated it what I did. Gave it a slightly above average score because its visuals were really nice. They did a good job with it. You could tell they took their time with it, and they made something nice, but it just wasn't... It wasn't good enough to go back and play again, I think. Jess has just sat down.
Hello.
I've got no one here. All by my lonesome.
I'm here.
No, I mean like in the chat.
Oh.
I said you sat down. I was just telling you that no one was hanging out.
Well,
So
maybe we should give up for the night.
Well, they were all...
Unless you don't count Ronnie.
He's gone already. Yeah, he said hello, and now it's 0 people watching. I think he did the quick in and out.
Oh, should we start over?
No.
Go to bed. Get our winks in.
Everyone was like, oh, you got to finish it tomorrow. I said, all right. Well, Jess can do this other side tomorrow.
Well, if people don't come in, I'm going to do the worst job I can possibly do. I'm going to try to ruin it.
There's your colors right there. And then here. If you want this bag, you can keep that over there. I've got some shrubs over here. Jess didn't know what I was talking about when I told her to bring me some shrubs.
So why do you have the books here?
Because they've become like a fixture on these streams.
They don't have to be.
I gotta keep them close by in case anyone needs some smut.
Ah, hello.
Emergency smut.
We don't need emergent. Let's put these to the side.
We always need to keep the emergency smut
We
nearby.
don't need it. Hello.
Hi, good brother. There you go, Jess. Get started.
This is too much pressure.
Hup 2.
Huck Tua.
Not Huck Tua. I gave you a little swatch page in case you need it. Jess is having an Astra.
Maybe. The flavor sounds questionable. It could be really gross.
Well, why'd you pick it then?
Because it could also be really good.
She got the watermelon bubblegum. And I'm finishing off this coffee, and then I'm gonna switch to Boosh. You see what she's trying to do? What the? Gimmick infringement.
Your face is a gimmick infringement.
Good Brother said it sounds revolting.
It might be.
Watermelon bubblegum.
Can you open it for me, though?
I guess.
Why don't you try it first?
I'm drinking coffee right now.
So?
It's not a good mixture. You try. You give it a shot, please. See what you think.
Oh.
No good?
Hold on.
Is it too tart or too sweet? Seems like it'd be a really sweet flavor. Like sickly sweet.
It kind of tastes like maybe we got cough medicine.
That's what I assumed. And you could have had that refreshing iced tea.
I know. I almost bought that. They have a lemonade too. Well, that sounded too sweet. The tea probably wouldn't have been. Here, try it.
Yeah, I don't like fake watermelon taste in general. Like, I would never buy watermelon flavored soda or anything like this.
I like watermelon candy.
I don't.
You know?
I never have.
I don't like grape candy.
I like real watermelon, but I don't like artificial watermelon flavor.
It tastes like a completely different flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Just like grape, it doesn't taste anything like grapes that you eat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's its own thing. It's not pleasant. It's not very good.
Are there any candy flavors that taste like the actual fruit they're modeled after? I feel like maybe lemon.
Yeah. Lemon, lime. Because
Even
it's
lime
just
doesn't-
citrus.
Yeah.
It's just citrusy.
Even like the lime doesn't taste like a lime. Lemon does. Cherry doesn't taste like cherries. Maybe strawberry sometimes, but most of the time not. Uh-oh. We've got an imposter. An
Raspberry.
intruder. Hello? Blueberry sometimes does taste like blueberries.
Mhm.
Sonny?
Yes.
What are you doing?
Depends on what it is.
Wow.
The snozberries taste
Oh,
like
it's
Don't
about-
don't pull on that. Knock that down.
What?
Hello neighbor on the PlayStation, and it looks like somebody uninstalled it. It was either Lazarus or it was the.
Well, go
fake
play
kid.
with Go play
You're the
Go
big
play
kid.
Minecraft with Lazzy.
No.
Go
I
do
thought you
that.
guys were gonna watch a movie together.
Yeah, I thought you were doing Poltergeist 3.
Oh yeah.
Go tell them to get the popcorn ready and watch it. Don't slam the microwave though.
Are you gonna get started, Jess?
I don't know. It's
Chop, chop.
It's too scary.
Chop chop. Been almost 15 minutes now, and no
Stop.
coloring. I was getting yelled at last night for not coloring fast enough. Yet here you are.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
You have to color it.
Should I do a blend? Should I do a gradient that you hate?
No, because then it'll look off next to it.
Fine.
Hold on. That was my only request.
What?
Save the blue.
For what?
I wanted the outline all around it to be blue.
I was gonna make
And
my
this
kitty
background
cat blue.
right here.
You just severely limited my choices.
Fine, make the cat blue.
No. What color
That's
is
just
this?
why I saved it. Because I wanted to use that too. And I said, well, I'll do the background blue.
Give me a minute.
Good Brother said, color, goddammit.
I'm working on it. See?
You could do a light pink.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm working on it. Give me a minute.
None of these greens are what you think they'd be.
Ugh. Not even that one? That like key lime berry?
Mm-mm.
Oh. Got some mints here. Had these ones marked. They must be good. Oh.
Ugh, that's like a poopy brown.
Oh. That's why these are saved. These look like good leaf colors.
Uh,
I do leaves with them. Put them back.
we're losing viewers because nothing's
We
happening.
didn't have viewers. We had one viewer.
No, it was up to 5.
No, it wasn't. It just
Yes,
said
it was.
zeros.
I was
Hold
just,
on.
no, I've been watching it.
Fine, I'll
I
just
just
color
saw
it poopy brown. Who wants it to be poopy brown? Anyone? Poopy brown for the stream, since nobody can contain their patience.
Everyone's leaving to go watch Asmongold.
Who's that? You can't just throw me to it like this and take away the color I was going to use and expect me to just game plan it, you know?
In fact, I can.
You can't. What if these two pinks clash?
You better make sure they don't.
Fine.
Use different colors to the paw feet.
I will.
See? That'll be good.
Oh,
Ah, you're already screwing up because you're trying to go too
I'm not
fast.
trying to go fast. I can't see.
Yeah, try and do it with a camera in your way and like seeing
Ew.
around it like I did all night last night
Stop it all night.
while people are hectoring me.
Nobody was hectoring.
Everyone was hectoring me all night. Non-stop hectoring. Because I wasn't moving fast enough. Little did they know I'm looking around a camera to try and see so they
I
could have
wouldn't be able
proper
to work in those
views.
conditions. I couldn't tattoo like that. I gotta get my face real close.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do and I couldn't because my face would have hit the camera. So I had to stay far enough back that I wouldn't collide with it.
I see.
I didn't have someone there doing dynamic views for me.
Stop it, dynamic views.
See, you've got the superior stream set up now.
I know. Do you want me to do it the same as you, just so that we don't have any factors that contribute?
Nah, it's okay.
Keep the same controls.
Nah. I ain't gonna do it.
Why not?
It's okay. You missed a spot.
I'm not done.
You're missing spots all around the...
I'm not done. Would you give me a minute?
I'm just letting you know.
I know what I'm doing. I know how to do it. Leave me alone. Maybe I've got a different method than you do.
Now you see how I felt all last night.
I didn't make fun of your
You were
technique.
trying to tell me what to do.
I was not.
Yeah, you were.
No. I was
With the
not.
shading.
Yeah, because I thought it would be fun to make its belly a different color. You hated that.
Because it wasn't possible.
It was. You just leave it like bloomp and then you color it different.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I'm going to do it on mine.
Not when everything else has a hard stop.
It still has a hard stop.
No,
You
I
get
mean
to
like
make
the
the
black
barrier.
outline. Not
That's the
the
fun thing
not,
about cell shading. Is
not
you
the
get to pick
outline. It's supposed to have the iridescent outline. No outline.
Iridescent outline? What
No.
are you talking about?
All these.
Yeah?
See the glittery, sparkly
Yeah, I see that.
iridescence.
Stop. Do that
That's
with your mouth? Pissing me off for the last time.
what's wrong now.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
You. I picked this color because my drink is watermelon bubblegum, and I feel like it probably should look like this color.
The drink should.
It's probably not. It's probably clear.
Yeah. Well, I think it's slightly pink. It's like a rosé.
Is it? How do you know?
I can see it on the top of the rim.
Oh yeah. I see it.
I can see it rimmed up and bubbled.
Should I do a harder, a darker pink on the edge to create a sense of shadow?
No.
You did that on the face.
Accidentally, and it doesn't even look good.
Oh, I messed up. Got too excited right there.
Oh, see, look at that. You've already lost. That's more outside the lines than I did the entire night last night.
Stop.
How about that? I didn't have any disasters like that right there.
Your face is a disaster.
Look at that. That's because
Okay,
though I
I'll
was-
slow down. Sorry.
No, you're just trying to give the people what they want.
No.
And that's why I had to weather the storm and get yelled at last night, and people didn't understand why. Because I was trying to do a good job for everyone, and all I got was hectoring. Hector, Hector, Hector. Ronnie's going to spend his first paycheck buying a Chuck E. Cheese ticket counter, but the one that looks like the rat and sounds like it's chewing when it counts them. Those were cool. They don't even have stuff like that anymore. They just put them in a, I think they, well, no, they don't even have tickets now. I was going to say they weigh them, but they don't do that. That's in the past. Now it's all on a card. You swipe your card and your tickets are kept digitally on your card. Oh boy, what fun is that? Just make everything. Thanks, Klaus Schwab.
He's retired.
Yeah, well, I think it was part of his agenda.
You will
own nothing and like it, including you will own no tickets from Chuck E. Cheese. And despite your...
How are you supposed to look cool in front of all of your friends when you don't have the bucket?
I guess you won't. Despite stuff like
you?
that, Good Brother said that you're superior at coloring. I mean, I wouldn't argue with that, but based on...
This isn't good. Why did he say that?
I don't know.
Maybe when it comes to real life, this is fake life. This is fake. And you won't let me... I tried to do color blending. He said I wasn't allowed. I had to keep it the same.
Ronnie's coming to my defense.
I'm just going to do it the same way I would do it if it was a tattoo.
He said that was really mean, and you should do some inner soul searching as to why you were so comfortable spewing such vile hatred at me.
What did I say?
And he also told Good Brother that my coloring abilities should not be discredited, Mr. Good Brother.
Am I not allowed to leave the belly open?
Ronnie thinks my coloring was awesome.
I think it was good.
Well, thank you.
Do I have to color in the belly the same as you did?
I don't know. You can do whatever you want.
You didn't want to do that, though. You said it wasn't allowed in the rules.
Good Brother said, I do what I want. It's my body.
About what?
I guess because you were saying, or he was saying that you're better at coloring.
Sometimes.
Good Brother's body, my choice.
Oh, no.
Your body, my choice, Good Brother. How about that?
Now you're going to get in super trouble.
For what?
Not to say anything like that.
I'm just saying it to Good Brother.
No. He's going to get mad at you.
You think?
So I'm not allowed to use that blue for anything, is that right?
Which one?
The one you wanted to put on the edge.
I mean, maybe a little accent here and there, but I'd like to save it mostly. I think that'll be a bigger main event.
Oh.
Good Brother said canceled.
Told you.
I'm cancel proof. You can't do it. I've already made the decision preemptively to never apologize for anything.
What if you pooped your pants?
I've already done that.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Don't tell people you poop your pants.
I don't do it routinely, but I've pooped my pants before. It's not like I did it for fun, but I have pooped my pants.
You shouldn't say that on the internet.
Well,
No, somebody's gonna clip that. That's gonna be the only thing that you have.
Good. Clip it. I can be the poopy pants guy.
Stop! Don't be the poopy pants guy. People will stop coming to my establishment because I'm married to the guy that poops his own pants.
No, you got to embrace it when stuff like that happens.
Nobody would ever have to know.
Well, they know now.
Why would you tell them that?
Because it's like dirt. I heard he pooped his pants one time. Yeah, I did.
But
Are you ready to apologize for pooping your pants? No, I'm not. I'll do it again, actually.
this isn't good. This isn't a good discussion. I don't want to lead to a super divorce.
Good brother said you're cool if you poop your pants.
That's true.
I think everyone's pooped their pants once or twice.
You have to.
I mean, what are you gonna do? You get a nasty stomach bug and you wake up with shit in your pants.
Stop.
What's gonna happen? It's not like you choose it. Bricked up with shit. Happens to the best of us.
No. Can we talk about anything else?
Mm-mm.
Stop.
Ronnie said I wear Depends on stream. No potty breaks. Pure content. What a sacrifice our beneficent streamer makes for us.
Is he being nice?
Yeah.
When did that happen? Did he turn face?
I think he's made a face turn tonight. Ronnie's got my
Why do
back
you
this
have
evening.
So many burps. What's going on with you?
Because this boosh.
Maybe you shouldn't drink that.
It's my shrubs.
Stop. So burpy.
How's it going, Sona?
Hi, Zona.
Never trust a fart, says good brother.
That is good advice, I feel like.
You think so?
Probably.
Ronnie's trying to rebrand
Oh.
a nicer, more fan-friendly Ronnie Red.
I see.
Are you keeping the same name, or is the rebrand going to come with a name change for your face run? What happened there? You stopped coloring
Where?
at this point right here.
Oh, right here?
Yeah.
I was leaving the belly open. Remember, we had a whole talk about that.
Mm,
But I'll fill it in just so you aren't sad.
okay. The chugging never stops. The butt chugging. The butt chugging will continue until morale improves. Imagine that. A ship cappy who makes all of his crew butt chug until morale improves, you know.
Why are you saying that?
Because it's normally the beatings will continue until morale improves, and I said the butt chugging will continue.
Oh. Where's the beatings?
In the scuppers, so you got to put him in the scuppers with a hose pipe on him. That's what you do with the drunken sailor, remember?
Yeah.
You know that song?
Yeah. I know what the word said, though.
What, the scuppers?
Yeah.
I'm honestly not real sure what the scuppers are. But I know that's where you put him with a hose pipe on him. I think that's referring to lashing him with a hose pipe. He's going to get lashed with a hose pipe because he's too drunk.
It's kind of sad.
Well, that'll sober you up quick. Lashings with a hose pipe.
My fingers are getting really cold. I feel like ice.
Sorry about your plight.
Did you use any blue in yours? You didn't.
Well, you can look and see it's right there.
I just looked. That's why I said you didn't. Does it bother you how streaky it is? Is it pissing you off?
A little bit. But I know that's not your fault. It's the material.
Mm-hmm. I
It's
could
that
go
paper.
back through, but it's just going to get streaky in different spots.
I know.
It's because it's buildable pigment.
Why'd people stop funneling alcohol up their ass? I think it got a bad rap after some big stories hit the news, you know? They died, yeah. A few people died. Not everyone. You need to butt chug responsibly. You can't do too much. Because it's going right into your blood. There's no filtering it out. Yeah, they couldn't handle that life. But we right here, you know, we're bringing...
See, I tried to fix it and I got in the mess.
That's okay. Chugging back. Huh? You motherfuckers don't know how to act, huh? Why's everybody always up with that? What? Who?
What are you doing? Why are you like 97?
It's Justin Timberlake.
I know that.
I'm bringing chugging back. What?
But your what sounds like an old man.
You motherfuckers don't know how to act, huh?
Stop.
Who?
Stop. I hate that. Don't sing it anymore.
Why not?
Because you're making it weird. There, now the tail's darker than the rest. Fine.
Good Brother does vodka-soaked tampons in his butthole.
Oh, no.
Probably have to use some sort of implement to really shove them up there.
No, you don't. The tampon already comes with an implement.
Huh?
The tampon comes with its own implement to shove it up.
Oh, sorry. No, I was thinking pad. In my mind, I was envisioning a pad.
Just shove a big wad of diaper over there.
Yeah. No, tampon, you're right. Yeah, that comes with an implement. But yeah, a pad would be more impressive because I think do pads soak up more ultimately? I feel like it would have to. It's a bigger piece of whatever it is.
The tampons can
You could
soak
probably
up quite a lot.
You could probably put more vodka in a
Maybe.
pad than you could a tampon, I think. Some of those tampons are tiny, aren't they? They like make them sleek and discreet.
Well, yeah, but it's how much, like, you know, they have different absorbencies.
Yeah.
Light, regular,
Yeah.
super duper duper.
But if you had the super duper heavy flow tampon versus the super duper heavy flow pad, I'd have to put my money on the pad. It's just more,
Maybe.
there's
It's
more there.
Surface area.
Yeah, there's more surface area to it. So probably more absorbency.
Getting pissed. Now that I've gone through with my big marker to smooth it out, I've been making lots of errors. If this was a tattoo, somebody wouldn't pay me for it.
Good Brother has tampons in his first aid kit.
Yeah, you never know when you might need one.
He loves them. Some people collect tampons.
For what?
Enjoyment.
I don't
'Cause
think
they're-
anybody does that.
Just fans of the tampon industry.
No.
All the different tampons you can collect. Almost like Pokemon cards, but tampons. Because there are ones that are rarer than
Those
others that you don't see.
Vintage tampons.
First printings, limited runs. And then even ones that are being made right now. Some are more obscure than others, harder to find.
Could be true.
So some people have a room just...
Because of the tariffs. Can't find the tampons you need.
Yeah. Good Brother's a Tampax Pearlman.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a lady out there named Tammy Paxton Pearlman. And she just goes by Tampax Pearlman for short. Or Tampax Pearl, even.
That's what they're called. Tampax Pearl.
Tammy Paxton Pearlman. Tampax Pearl. That'd be her screen name on AOL AIM
There you go. Now it's
back in the 1950s. I was just reading the other day you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't use tampons to pack a wound.
Why?
That there are better ways to do it. I think like you should rip your shirt and twist it and twist it and twist it and then shove that in there.
What, like in a bloody nose?
No, if you like if you got shanked and you needed to fill the hole, or you had
Why
a
would you
wound.
do that instead? Because the tampons expand and absorb, so they get
I know.
bigger as they get fluid. So why wouldn't
know.
you want that to fill that?
It was like one of those shorts, and it was like, here's this. This is what
Probably
people.
somebody who wants people to die.
This is what people think you should do. And then it showed the tampon, and then it was like, and then and then it showed a person ripping a shirt and like twisting it into a big vortex, and then they shoved that in there. I think was how
I call
said you should
baloney
do
on that. That sounds dumb.
I don't know.
Is this orange? Should I use this for the tail?
No, I don't know. Maybe.
I was gonna use yellow, but then it's right next to that. Whatever. No.
What do you think of the people that said you shouldn't use a tampon? You should use a large section of a ripped shirt, twist it into a vortex cone, and then jam it into the hole.
Maybe you should ask Sona.
Well, Ronnie used to be in the EMT
He's
business.
not anymore.
I know. Ronnie said, I don't know where my shirt's been. I could have sleepwalked into Magic Johnson's house and cleaned up blood with it. Never take that risk.
That's true. You could have germs on your shirt.
There could be germs on the tampon.
Well, there's probably not too many germs. There's chemicals in it. Unless you have the organic ones.
What if it was tampered with? What if it was a tampered pon?
I don't know.
The tampon is designed to absorb a large quantity of blood. It just makes sense, says Good Brother. Look, it's not my video. I'm just telling you what I saw. Don't yell at me. But, like I said, they showed the tampon way first, and then they did a big red X over it. It was like,
Did they show it in action though? Like
Yeah.
actually cleaning up somebody's blood?
Well, it was like
Orifice.
a simulation. I think it was like a 3D model. And they said,
I don't want to know until I can see it cleaning up blood better than the other one.
I don't know. Maybe someone should look that up. Why should you not use a tampon in a wound? Why should you instead use a...
Toxic shock syndrome.
That's why you shouldn't use a tampon?
Yeah, I was making a joke. 'Cause you can get toxic shock syndrome from tampons.
Well, maybe you can't
you're
get
a
them from
lady.
t-shirts.
Well, probably not.
Do you think any ladies just use a ripped up t-shirt instead of a tampon or a pad?
Somebody gross out there probably did it. Use what you gotta use when you're out and about and you don't have the right things. You don't want to free bleed.
Pile of leaves?
Too crunchy.
Even if they're fresh? What?
They're not very absorbent.
Leaves?
Yeah.
What if you found big heavy duty leaves and just...
I don't want heavy duty leaves. It's not very nice.
I mean, crunchy leaves would work.
It wouldn't be very cozy
A big
or
enough-
absorbent.
A big enough pile of them would absorb.
No, it wouldn't.
You just keep jamming them down like you're a scarecrow.
Stop, not
And
like a scarecrow. Stop it.
what?
Haven't you ever seen like dewdrops on a leaf? They just roll right off.
Not a crunchy leaf. Those are absorbent. That's
No,
why
they're
they get
not.
all clumpy in the fall time. If you rake your leaves and it rains, you've got a big pile of clump. It's like a big.
You could make you a big
grab.
pile of clump.
You could just grab it up and slap it at someone.
I don't think you're very good at this. There, I'm all done.
That's not done.
Kitty's got a white face. Are all these greens disgusting? Is that what we learned?
That's what it looked like. We didn't have a good.
This one's cute. Probably not
Um.
nice next to the blue though.
Yeah.
Color says head bee. Do you want orange? Like that way they have twin heads.
You could do yellow.
Yeah, I'll do yellow, I guess. Fine.
Nope. Make the cat do brown face, he says.
No. Should I make her giving birth?
No. I can't remember why I just saw someone talking about digital blackface again the other day.
Back in the news.
It was back in the news. I thought that was gone. I thought we were past that. But someone was yelling about...
What's the difference between regular brown face and digital brown face?
Black face.
Black. Oh, I thought you said brown.
No, Ronnie said brown. I said digital blackface was back in the news. Someone was getting upset.
What's the difference between digital and regular?
Digital blackface is
Like,
this.
does somebody take the time to Photoshop?
No.
their face black?
It's nothing like that.
Well,
It's when a white person uses a GIF.
oh,
featuring
like the
a-
Michael Jackson eating popcorn gif.
Yeah.
Like you're not allowed to use that.
Yeah, you're only allowed to use GIFs of people that are your own color
Oh.
in the minds of twisted, mentally ill people.
That's silly.
But I can't remember who it was. What are they talking about? It was, why was that back in the news? Why was someone talking about digital blackface again?
What if you, like, drink a bunch of colloidal silver and you're like a blue person and you don't have anybody to have memes about or gifs about because nobody else is blue except for that violet girl on Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Smurfs. You could use Smurf GIFs, I guess, if you're a blue man.
Yeah,
and the
that-
blue man group.
Oh yeah, that lady, the mother god lady, she turned like blue, purple, gray.
Yeah.
She's only allowed to share gifts of the grimace. What happens when you need a good gif and it's not represented in your color choice?
I don't know.
Then what?
Ronnie said that my pussy is better than yours.
Oh, I don't like any of that. I hate that word. Why'd you have to say that out loud?
That's what he said.
You could have censored it for my mind, my life.
He said, looks better, the color's nicer, fuller, and the fur is better trimmed.
What, on yours?
Uh-huh.
Well, fine. That's fine. You can think that all you want. Probably just right.
Well, that's okay. Everyone's allowed their preference.
I was already feeling a little self-conscious over here, and might as well just make it worse.
I think your pussy's better than mine.
Stop saying anything.
Well, I
I
do.
want to go. I want to leave.
Look.
Go to bed.
Mine's all splotchy and
So is mine. See,
it's streaked.
nobody likes it streaked.
I wish I could remember what the digital blackface was about. Because I hadn't
Was it
seen
like
anyone.
an article or something?
No, it was someone complaining about it.
Oh. Did Jay Leno use the wrong GIF when he was talking to his friends?
Yeah. Oh, the game I played today that will never be posted because it didn't record properly.
You won't replay it?
No, it wasn't good enough to replay. And it was like an hour and a half long, so I don't want to go back through it again. But in the beginning, you're playing as a character, and his friend who's with him is named Kev. So,
Were you talking to him like that?
yeah. It's sad. We had some Jay Leno and Kev banter in the game today, and no one will ever hear it. Lost to time.
That's sad.
One for the missing archives.
See, I could do a nice highlight on the eyebrow. But you won't let me.
I told her to make him yellow.
Look at that highlight. Could leave it. Be nice and lifelike.
No, I can't do that.
Wish
The-
you let me have my fun.
Oh, you watched as I recorded it?
Who did?
Ronnie.
Peering
He's-
in the window.
No, he's probably tapped in now that he works for the TSA.
Yeah.
He's got the backdoor Trojan virus.
That's what they kept our bags to the side for. When we came back from Vegas. They knew.
It was a plot. The gunpowder treason and plot. I know of no reason that what is it? I know of no reason that you should be squeezing.
I thought you were going to say something about treason.
I know of no reason that you should be squeezing the $500,000 ass cheeks of a thought.
What are you saying right now?
I was just thinking about guys who donate thousands of dollars to e-girls. We were talking about that last night.
I know. Why'd you make up a poem about it? You just like sit around today trying to make up poems about why you shouldn't be a gross dude.
No. I was just thinking about Guy Fawkes, and it's like, well, Guy fucks.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no, some of the purple bled.
Uh-oh.
See, if you would have let me have a nice shadow there, it would have been fine.
Don't keep the mouth uncolored. Don't do that. That looks silly. Look nasty.
Like this?
Yeah. That looked dumb.
I wasn't going to. Don't yell at me.
Lames McLean. I bet Ronnie's actually going to spend his first paycheck on e-girls, aren't ya? We were just talking about this last night, in case you missed it, Jess.
Well, I was trying to go to sleep, and then I was still listening, and I had to awake from my slumber because every time I started trying to sleep, I kept hearing you say more crazy things.
I wasn't saying anything crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Ronnie donates to butt-chugging e-girls.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that'd be worth donating to,
Mm-hmm.
because that's not
Hey,
something
now.
you see every day. I'm saying if you're going to go down that road, if you're going to donate to any type of e-girl, then a butt-chugging one would probably be a good one to choose. Not a girl who's just, you know, some of these ladies don't even really like talk much.
Well, if you're butt chugging, you're busy.
Well, that's fine. That's what I'm saying.
Probably can't talk. You're so drunk on the butt chugging.
No, I'm not talking about the butt chugging ones. I'm talking about the ones who just do like hot tub streams.
What do you
That
do
was
in
big
your
for
hot
one.
tub? Just sit there?
Sit there with your tits out.
Like with a bikini or like full, just
No.
full titties?
Bikini, you can't show full tits on Twitch.
So you can just sit in a hot tub in your bikini and people will give you money?
Mm-hmm. That was like a
Why
big.
aren't we doing this?
That was like a big thing for. I don't know. I think they cracked down on it.
What did they crack down on? Just sitting there?
Well, because it's not supposed to be like a soft porn website.
But are they doing stuff or are they just sitting there?
No,
Like
they
laughing at the bad jokes people are telling them?
probably in taking donations from pathetic.
Why can't you take
Guys
donations for
who
sitting
are-
in a hot tub?
Because it was against like their terms of service, I believe.
Oh.
Like appearing with like your tits basically showing but covering your nips or whatever. I don't think you can do that. I think that was against their TOS. Because they also have a lot of minors, you know, who are basically.
Well, you can go to the beach and see somebody with that.
Well, I know.
I mean, what are we doing here?
Mm.
Maybe
You're
all
gonna be
the
an
money.
you're gonna be an e-thought
No,
now.
let's do it. I'm cold.
Jess wants to be an e-girl.
Yeah, let's do it.
I know someone who used to be a cam boy.
Oh yeah, I know. I know what you're talking about. I knew several cam girls.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was like hardcore.
May she rest in peace.
Yeah.
Didn't work out for her.
Yeah. It's a hard lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Rough living.
Mm-hmm.
Usually not people's first resort,
I think she liked it.
but maybe some people.
Yeah.
Some people do. Squats for subs. Good brother sends $2. Thank you.
Why squats?
I don't know.
I saw today that
You want me to do
women.
squats? Do I have to squat 2 times?
I saw today that there was a study conducted. It was mostly done with women in their menopausal age.
Mm-hmm.
But the stronger their legs were, it was a higher correlation to being at lower risk for mental decline like dementia and Alzheimer's. So they said that women who lift heavy weights with their legs, doing squats and things like that, they don't have horrible mental decline when they're older.
That's good.
Less likely.
What if they
he
do
said,
squats?
Do your squats, ladies.
Do squats on camera
I guess as long as you're doing them.
on Twitch?
Sure. Can you do that? Can I do squats for money?
I don't know.
We can go find out.
Find out. Jess is thinking about becoming an e-thought.
Yeah, it's starting to sound like a pretty good idea. If I just go sit in a hot tub and people give me money, and then I do my squats, which I'm already doing.
Well, they don't like it when you're married, though.
Well,
The guys, because then they feel like they don't have as good of a chance. So I wouldn't be able to stream with you.
well,
You'd have to start your own thing.
We'll always yell at each other, then they'll think that we're on the box.
Oh no! Then you get some crazy guy who'd want to come and try to step up, and then I'd have to get old Venom out. Have a little,
Old Greg.
yeah.
I have to color the spots.
Mm-hmm.
Can I color them all different colors? Or do they need to all be the same like yours?
I would choose one color.
But what if I wanted to make them all rainbow?
Rainbow.
Like a rainbow splattering.
Sona said, "E thought, she thought, we thought together."
Yeah. Just like it.
Good brother wanted to know if Charlie finally died. Is that what we're talking about? Yeah,
Yes.
that's what we're talking about.
She threw her name out there and everything.
God bless.
Yeah, a couple years back, I think, now. May she rest in peace.
But you know what we're talking about, the strip clubs.
Yeah.
What do you think?
About what?
Well, I feel like it's different for the vibe, and I've never been, but I feel like from what I've seen on TV and stuff, you get your magic mic and things like that. I feel like the vibe at a strip club for women is a little bit different than the one for men. I feel like there's more of a party atmosphere.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely all like woo girls. It's not like mostly people whose lives are probably falling apart and they're making bad choices. Not that.
Yeah, but you don't.
It's gloomier. I feel like strip clubs are probably a little gloomier and.
Well, here's the difference, because I was thinking about it, and I was like,
novelty.
I could see. Well, okay.
But some
It's
girls
like-
like going to strip clubs. Well,
Yeah.
Like female strip clubs.
I know, but they do it for like party fun.
Yeah.
It's almost like I would imagine the female strip club, like when you go to a male strip club where there are males dancing and such, it seems like it's probably more of all the time. It feels more like a bachelor party or a bachelor.
Yeah.
Like you get that atmosphere in a regular strip club if it's a guy's bachelor party. You know? And that's where I could say, even though that's the one time I went, it's like that I guess it kind of makes sense, you know. It's like it's a party. You're going there for entertainment and such. So it's like a Motley Crue video.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's partying up and having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like you said, a lot of guys and a lot of customers at strip clubs are probably people who are
You're like a
down on
regular,
their luck.
like Tuesday at 3:00 in the
Yeah.
afternoon.
Or like the guy I was talking about last night,
Go to the buffet.
who used to come to Papa Murphy's
Yeah.
and brag that after I go home and eat with my wife and kids, I'm headed to Cheeks Cabaret. And that's like what he did every Friday night. That was his big Friday plans every week. A married guy
Yuck.
with kids.
I'd kick your ass out.
But if you went to a strip club for a party, it's a different vibe. There's a different tone behind it. Don't you think?
Yeah, probably.
Like I said, it's more like a Motley Crue video
Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah.
But the idea of just going there as a down on your luck guy,
Uh-huh.
or just even like on a, just maybe just for fun,
Yeah.
like by yourself,
Mm-hmm.
that's never occurred to
You're
me
a
as,
regular for one of the ladies there.
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, some people, they don't have much going for them, you know? Makes them feel better.
Yeah, I guess that's, yeah.
Yeah, like a horrible disease, or like maybe your wife died, or somebody doesn't love you.
Yeah.
Maybe you just want to go look at some titties. Boobs cheer everybody up.
Well, they do.
And butts.
They do.
Everybody likes ass and titties.
Yeah. But
It's
I
like
feel
if
like
you're having a bad day and somebody's like, you want to go get a pizza? And you're like, yeah, that sounds pretty good. It's like the same. Except for...
maybe if someone's buying for you.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Otherwise, as if you're just sitting around, I feel like with such easy access to all various types of pornography now, right here on your cell phone.
Well, sometimes you want to go have the interaction, or you want to see the girl in person, or hope that she winks at you or something.
Hope she winks at you.
Yeah, just something. A little human interaction.
Maybe you hope that it'll be the one time you get offered the extra treatment.
Maybe they don't want that. Maybe they just want a friend.
I was speaking of
I
extra
need to know what
interactions.
color to color these.
Well, just choose whatever you want.
Can I make them rainbow? Am I not?
I don't
allowed?
care. Do whatever you want to. Whatever's going to make you happy.
I don't want to ruin yours.
Mine's already ruined.
Rainbow
fine.
or the same color?
What are we going to sell? Rainbow!
Yeah. Anyway, what were you saying? About extra services?
But I also knew someone who did that. I mentioned that briefly last night.
I know.
And I said
It's very cryptic, but
it
yeah.
didn't work out too well.
No.
It was the beginning of a grand, spectacular downfall.
I don't think that was the only thing, though.
Well, there were things involved, but...
I feel like
Oh, yes, I did sign your shirt, Sona.
to get the great unveiling of the new signature.
Yeah, I wrote back last night on your comment where you told me that you had purchased the shirt. I said I spent like an hour tinkering with different signature styles, and I finally landed on one. I was like, I think that's pretty cool. I'm gonna use that. And you got the very first one, and I signed it, and I printed the postage. I just need to take it to the post office.
So we don't get to see it?
What, the signature?
Yeah.
Should I show it on the stream?
Yeah.
Well,
Only if it's okay with Sona.
I'll let
Unless she
her
wants
decide
to
if
have
she
the
wants to
great
see it.
unveiling, she can keep it secret.
Yeah, it's up to you. I can show you on the stream right now, or you can just wait until you receive it and then you can share later. That's up to you, since it's y'all's shirt. It looks like you're using the same green that I did almost.
I know. That's why I asked you why you were using the permanent marker.
Well, it looked like a different color at first. All right, she wants to see it. All right, hold on. Let me...
I'll pause. I'll wait just a second.
Let me go get it. Yeah.
You got another sweater while you're up?
And there's some right over there, it looks like.
Those ones are covered in crap.
Well, because what is this one? No, got that. And you got some over there too. You got coats. This is like the Asmon Gold Room right now.
What's that? This one's all torn and got paint all over it. What is this?
It's a workout sweater
Look
of mine.
sweaty?
Probably not.
Making sure it doesn't smell like pits.
Oh.
Probably only have one of beer.
You will.
It always makes me want to die when I drink them.
Here it is. I had it nice and folded up, getting ready to send it out. I even put this little...
It is a super good folding job.
Well, I used to work retail, you see.
I do.
And I threw in this little sticker for you for fun. That surprise is ruined now.
Yeah, you have to put something different in there. Want me to put another PP drawing in there for Sona?
Mm-hmm.
Custom PP drawing.
I'll
look up Willem Dafoe's dick and I'll draw a realistic
There you go.
rendering of it.
That'll be good. I did this piece of paper because I wasn't sure if the marker was dry yet. I can probably get rid of that now. So here's the new signature that I came up with. What do you think of that?
I like that.
How's that for a signature?
I thought maybe you'd turn the V into a heart.
No.
Like a...
I thought about doing that, but then it almost kind of looked like ice cream or...
Yeah.
Sona likes it.
That's
Good.
what you get.
See, we've got the S is like a ch, 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 and the bottom of the S turns in to the D right there together, which is pretty nifty. And then they share the R as well right here. You see?
Yeah.
So
Somebody might think that says looped.
Looped.
L-U-P-E-D, looped.
Well, if they think that, then they can kiss off.
Okay.
But there it is.
That's a good job.
Let me fold this back up.
Keep coloring here. I like that spot.
What spot?
Where I started coloring green and then I changed my mind. I'm gonna
Hmm.
make that a different color.
All right. There we go. Hold on, I gotta put the shoes or the shirt away. Not shoes. Shirt. There. Okay. There's your dynamic views.
Are they yelling at you about those?
Yeah, good brother said, dynamic views, please, in all caps.
So demanding.
I know.
I feel like
Real-
I need this orange
Real
instead.
prima donna.
How was everybody's day today?
It probably would have been better
Fantastic? Why?
if Willem Dafoe had an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Would you sign up for it?
No thanks.
You wouldn't?
Mm-mm.
Just out of curiosity?
No.
Just for like a month?
Maybe for like if they had like a 10-second video
A 10-second video?
or a photo just so you can see how scary it is because everybody said it was, when they say it was confusing.
Yeah, that's how they described it. Everyone was confused.
Yeah. I'm just curious now.
Cock's so big it confuses people. Huh? What? What is
I've never
that?
seen anything like. Do you think he like paid somebody to say that? What if it's just you really needed a double because
No.
they're crampy?
No, he's a very humble guy. I saw him interviewed in like a man on the street type of scenario, and the person didn't even realize who he was. They were just interviewing people, like asking what they did for a living, and they happened to stop Willem Dafoe and talk to him.
And he was
And-
like, "You idiot!
No, not at all.
You should have said that."
They're like, they just asked him what he did for a living, and I think he said he was like an entertainer or something like that. And like, oh, so how's that going for you? Are you doing a good job with it? And what are your plans for the future? And it just,
Oh my goodness.
he was just kind of like going right along with him. He didn't stop him and say, oh, I'm a famous Hollywood guy. He was answering everything very humbly. And
That's cool.
Sona says, I don't pay to see weenus.
Yeah.
Not even Willem Dafoe. Like I said, just maybe a 1 month membership.
Why does it have to be a whole month? I feel like once you've seen it, that's all you need. You just
Well, that's
need to
usually,
see
I
it
think that's
once.
what they charge you is like a monthly fee. You know,
I
if you want to
see.
do your Markiplier tasteful nudes, you probably just sign up for the month and then
That's it.
you can cancel when you're done after you've seen what you want to see.
I see.
Sona met Ryan Gosling and Lil Wayne the same day while going to school with Rev Run's son. Huh.
When'd you meet them? What were you doing that day?
Just hanging out.
Has anybody watched the... Oh, I'll wait till she's done saying that. I don't want to interrupt.
Ryan Gosling and Lil Wayne. Were they together or did you run into them separately?
I was wondering if anybody's watched the Lisa Frank documentary.
Jess was saying it was scandalous.
Well, by the description and a little preview, I remember hearing something a while back, and I think it was like her and her husband had some sort of weird dynamic, and like one of them was evil, and like she doesn't make any money off of it anymore. Like he stole the right. I don't know. That was all tea from like years ago. So I need to watch the documentary. I want to know what happened. Maybe she was the evil one. There's a lot of scandal involving the Lisa Frank Emporium. The dynasty.
Sona met Ryan while he was leaving his brownstone, and Lil Wayne while he was bowling.
Bowling?
And Good Brother said he played kickball against a young Marshall Mathers at an inter-school field day in Detroit.
Oh, that sounds about right. Would.
What does that mean?
Woody Harrelson was almost my uncle.
Yeah.
But he's not, because my grandpa was an alcoholic and ruined it.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson used to be in Jess's family. It was once her mom's stepbrother.
Yeah, Woody.
Right?
Yeah, Woody Harrelson's mother was married to my grandfather, who had a drinking problem. Cheated on my grandma with Woody Harrelson's mom. They got together, shacked up for a few years. He ruined that too. Probably cheated on her.
Yeah.
But his mom still lives in my hometown. She was very good friends still with my Aunt Colleen until she's not alive anymore. But they were good friends.
Yeah, you can watch Woody in some interviews. He'll mention growing up in Lebanon. You know.
He'll not tell the truth about it, supposedly.
Well,
according to my mother.
He embellishes the farmland aspect.
Yeah, they didn't live on a farm.
Like he grew up in the wheat fields and was shucking corn every day.
And his brother did the Steak and Shake commercials back in the day. My mom said he was a real prick. She did not like him. She didn't like Woody either, but his brother was especially a little turd. But they were like, you know, they were like 17, 18, like young teenage boys.
Yeah.
Who of those are not pricks usually?
Yeah. He was about on his way to go do Cheers.
Yeah. Just doing his best. I wish I could call him up. Say, come get a tatty zapper. So I get some street cred.
I probably talked about my connections before.
To who? Famous people?
Well, my dad playing with Bootsy. Doing a show with Snoop Dogg that one time.
Yep.
And Flavor Flav. You know, it's funny. I don't know if you were listening to the stream. That guy who worked at, what was it called? Fat Tuesday.
Yeah, the place where you got the big drink that
Yeah.
Sona bought for you.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy was talking about how he was a fan of Bootsy. And he like watched all his tour videos and
Yeah,
stuff.
because he said that's the reason he wanted to go to Ohio.
Yeah.
Should have been like, come
But
on
he
over.
said he remembered seeing like a white guy on
I know, I
stage, like this
remember
one
hearing
white guy, and
You're like, that was my dad.
yeah, that was him.
Do you look really awkward and uncomfortable? That was him.
Like the one white guy in the whole group. I don't know if he was the
Can I
only one,
use
but
the
the only
blue?
one in the horns section, I think. Huh?
Can I use the blue? I feel like it would really tie this piece together. I'll find a different color. What color of it?
Whatever you want.
I could leave some of them white. No, nobody likes that, right?
No. Oh, I also had the Hawthorne Heights connection.
Yeah.
If anyone knows about them.
I could do dark pink. That's probably not gonna. No. I did a runway show with a girl that was in their famous video, Nikki FM.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she thought she was real hot shit. She's the only one of us that did anything big at the time. Everybody's like, "That's a girl that's on the Hawthorne Heights video. She can suck an egg."
Was she mean?
She's had a toot about her, like she thought she was something. I mean, good for her. I didn't do shit.
I remember we used to crack up that video.
Why?
Because there's that part where JT Woodruff like gets a glass thrown or like water. There's like someone throws a glass.
Was probably her throwing it at him.
Yeah, maybe it breaks or maybe water splashes in his face, and that's like when a big scream happens. And it's supposed to be really dramatic, but it's kind of funny.
Like silly instead.
Yeah. Why no? I'm outside of your window with my radio.
I'm having.
Any Hawthorne Heights fans? Ohio is for lovers.
I'm just trying to find another color that's not the blue.
Good Brother said he wasn't a prick when he was a young boy. He was very nice, and he became a prick later.
Is that right? There's a light blue.
Jess sounds like she doesn't believe you.
Interesting.
That looks like it's about dead.
No, it's just a super light. It's almost white. It's like a blending color. All of these have like white, blue, azure, sky blue light. They have like the sky blue, and then you can blend it out into the lighter blue. You want to see real quick what it does? Watch it. Watch me try this. And
Watch it. Watch it now.
Fuck it up. Watch. Okay, fuck it up. Okay, so you can like layer by making it darker and darker and darker.
Yeah.
And then you can use this lighter one. And you can. I need a mid-tone. I need a middle.
It's not working the way you
Hold on.
said. It just
See,
is like gray.
Well, I can blend those together.
Mm.
It's kind of like watercolor. I need
Yeah.
sky blue regular. I don't have.
You know what you need is a Thanos blue.
Muted turquoise. Ah!
Oh. Nope, not it.
All right, I give up.
Do you have a Thanos blue?
I don't have the Thanos.
You know what people are saying that I saw recently is that Bob Ross's paints gave him cancer, and that's what killed him.
That can't be it. I can do this gold. No, I can't. It doesn't work.
Is it like Asmongold?
Well, it's like metallic gold, but I think it's dried out because these ones. Okay, I need a blue that's not the blue. Let me find one.
Good Brother said I was extremely in all caps. You hear me? He said I was extremely in all caps patient with a relative of Jess's. That's a damn hell-ass fact.
You don't have to be patient. Landers are easy individuals to get along with. Not high maintenance on any level. All these blues are ugly. Oh, here we go. Light aqua. This might be promising. There we go. I found one.
No.
All right, that one's dry. Nick's had me working on my annoying laugh. Got it going on.
Your gnome laugh.
Yeah. I don't like that. Whatever. I'm committed. If you would have let me use the neat, I really want to use the neat. Maybe that would tie the piece together if I used the cool blue.
No, use that for the outside.
We lost it though.
What do you mean we lost it?
I think I threw it in the bag.
Oh my gosh, did you really?
I think so. I'll find it.
Good gosh.
I'll find it when you're entertaining everyone. How about that?
What's everyone think of Shrubs? That Boosh Light. You guys like Boosh? I think it gets not enough credit, to be quite honest. You don't hear about it much, but it's an old standby. It works. It gets the job done. It tastes pretty good. It's a nice tasting. I think it tastes better than Bud Light. No cap. No cap at all. Absolutely no cap. I'll say it. Boosh Light, better than Bud Light, confirmed. Problem is, no one has it. You know, you go into a bar and you try ordering Boosh Light, they're going to be like, huh? We don't have that, you prick. It's like when you try to order... Like, why is it so crazy? Why do people look at you like you're nuts when you order Coors Banquet? Everyone everywhere has Coors Light. And Coors Banquet blows Coors Light out of the water. Like, it's not even close. I hate Coors Light. I don't like it at all.
Yeah,
I
regular
love...
Coors is definitely more delicious.
Oh, yeah, it's not even close. It tastes like it's made by a different company. It tastes like it has nothing to do with Coors Light.
And I think out of all the originals, like I like it better than like Budweiser. I like Miller though, like the original, the genuine draft. That's pretty good. MGD.
Yeah, that's good.
That.
I do.
like a good MGD. This blue.
What's
aids
Banquet?
me.
Banquet's
Coors original.
Yeah, aka Coors Heavy.
The non-light version of
Um,
Coors.
I was in Vegas. This guy, kind of, I'm trying to
Blue.
paint the picture for you. I was on my way down to the lobby, and a gentleman got in like the floor below me, and he looked kind of like
There we go.
a slightly overweight Sammy Hagar. You know, they're just there having a good time. Kind of like button-up Hawaiian shirt, and he had a Coors Light in his hand, and I pointed at it, and I was like, oh, I was just drinking a Banquet in my room up there. And he's like, oh, yeah, Coors Heavy, man, I can't do those. They taste good, but, man, those mess me up quick. And I was like, oh, yeah, a little heavier. And then he's like, all right, man, you have a great time. I said, you too. It's a pleasant interaction.
Good
I like interactions like that. Some people look at stuff like that and they say they would call that like meaningless small talk. I think that's the stuff you would miss if there was like an apocalypse.
The Coors Heavy conversation.
Yeah, you'd be like, I wish I could just run into just a good dude and just have like a 10-second exchange about and just bond over having a nice beer. You don't even have to like sit down and drink it together. And just yeah. Just like an exchange that can just boil down to hell yeah. Hell yeah, man.
Do you want to fill in the blue around it?
No, you can do it.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, you go for it. This is your night. Your time to shine. Are you saying that Boosh Light is like if you put a piece of bread in a glass of water, then poured half a shot of vodka in it?
Who said that?
Good brother. That's not at all what Boosh Light tastes like. Did you taste it?
No.
Here, try it. See if you think that's accurate. Bread with vodka.
No.
Jess seems confused by your description.
What's up, buddy?
She said, no.
This is starting to feel like a dream because Laz
What?
once told me if I turned shaders on my computer on Minecraft, it would lag so much. But if I do, it doesn't. It's so smooth. But on Laz's computer, when he tries to do something like his new good smooth computer, it just keeps crashing his game when he turns them on.
Maybe he's doing something wrong.
Tell him to stop being a noob.
Hey, what do you think of my Me and Dad's cats.
Whoa.
Which one? Do you like them? Look, they shine in the light.
Mm.
Do you think we did a good job?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite?
No, I like them both.
That's good.
Well, shaders is like, it looks like real life.
So it works on your. What is
So it's
this?
like realistic.
Did you download this?
No, it's been on here.
Who put it on your computer? Les?
Laz used it when he got his computer.
That's not a game online where you talk to people, is it?
No.
What do you do on it?
What?
It's just
shaders?
Minecraft.
Oh, well, you said shaders. I thought that was the name of the game.
No, it's shaders on Minecraft.
Oh.
Like a
Yeah.
setting.
Oh.
Like what it does is it
Yeah, help
like
me
makes
out.
it realistic. It's cool.
Oh, instead of like blocky looking.
Yeah.
Well, not. It still looks blocky, but
The textures
yeah,
and the shadows
the
and stuff.
textures.
It looks like it's more realistic.
Yeah.
Why does it feel like a dream though?
Minecraft realistic textures.
Cause-
Oh. What feels like a dream?
The things aren't working on Laz's computer, but they're working on his.
Oh.
And he has the crappy old one, and
That
Lazarus
is
has the
kind of
brand new
crazy. Do you
computer.
feel lucky that is working better on yours?
Yeah.
Are you gonna tell Lazarus?
Tell
he's
Lazarus
a
to
noob?
stop being a noob and stop trying to download free
But on Bedrock-
screensavers. Go tell him. Go tell him.
Yeah.
Tell him to
Don't download free screensavers.
No, tell him stop downloading free screensavers.
You better hope that's all he's doing. Probably saw that stream last night. Ruined him on the Willem Dafoe channel.
I hope not. That's a little too graphic.
You know that picture of Willem Dafoe where he's like leaning forward, but his legs are like in the straddles.
Yeah.
My computer is not very good for Bedrock, but Laz is
Okay.
fine. Because
Why don't you go play?
when I
Show
play
him up.
Bedrock, there's just always a black square in the middle of my
Well,
screen.
You'll have to.
Sona's got a call. She'll BRB.
Aw.
The black square.
Say
Good
bye,
brother.
Sona. Tell Sona
She's
goodbye.
she's gone right now.
She's gone.
All right. Good
Oh.
brother said it's current year. Jeps, keep up. Here, don't
What's
pull on
current
that.
year?
It'll make
What,
it
with
fall
the
down.
Minecraft?
Yeah.
I know. Go ahead, go play.
Go
Say
on.
bye,
go on,
everybody.
Go on.
Free screen
Nothing.
savers.
Yes.
Stop downloading free screensavers. You said your computer's lagging. It's a brand new computer. Stop
Oh,
downloading.
Emerson?
No, yours.
No, mine's not lagging.
That's what he
Emerson's
said.
is.
He said.
No, it's not lagging. It's smooth.
Okay, well, go play it then. Go
Okay,
enjoy the
go
fruits
play.
of your non-lag.
I thought you guys were watching Poltergeist 3.
No, they didn't do that.
Oh, they got too scared.
We're gonna
Yeah.
do it now. We're gonna do it now.
Getting too late now.
Well, please, please, please.
Go. You gotta start it right now.
All right, go.
If you're quiet, you
No
don't.
one said no
and you
popcorn.
don't slam the microwave. Let's
No
make sure.
popcorn.
Oh,
No one said that.
monitor's dead. Hopefully, baby's asleep.
Where's the Hype Mike movie?
I don't know. Probably. This is crumpled right here. I'm trying my best. It's
Yeah.
holding on to the marker, making it look more streaky.
It's like a rumpled foreskin.
Mm-hmm. It sure is. It's hard to not make it look streaked.
You see some guy fell out of the stands at the Pirates game,
What was he doing?
like in the outfield.
We fall into the field?
Yes, he fell like from the stands down
Did
into
he
the
die?
outfield. No,
Is he okay? Did he get
Yeah.
injured?
he seemed like I saw videos where they were like walking him out. Apparently, he was just really drunk.
Well, they say if you're really drunk, you kind of flop like a noodle.
Yeah, it's the best way to do it.
I'm gonna try this.
So that'd be a good. Oh, I just thought of something so cool. Along those lines, this could save thousands of lives throughout history. What if in every airplane, in addition to having the face mask that drops down,
They have a boofing station.
yes,
You just squirt
well,
it
not a
up
station. No,
It's
it
like
just
a bidet.
no, it comes out from your seat.
Just spears you in the asshole.
Yeah.
Just floors
Yeah.
you full of
A
pus.
A tube shoots up
Spew
your
alcohol
ass.
poisoning.
And they release an injection of maybe heavier than vodka. Maybe they give you an injection of something that's
Moonshine.
you have moonshine.
Just a-
Moonshine squirted
So,
right
horse
up your ass.
tranquilizer. Somebody told me a conspiracy about the plane safety. That they tell
What?
you to like put your head in between your knees or whatever.
I don't know that. I haven't heard
like
that.
makes you actually die
Oh,
faster. Although they tell you to put the oxygen thing on.
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I
person's
think that they
probably
should-
fucking with me.
I think they should do an injection of. Oh, Good Brother said Everclear.
Yeah, there you go.
Everclear right up your ass. As soon as they realize the plane's going to crash, the pilot hits a button, and everyone gets an injection of Everclear right up their butthole.
An
and everyone's-
injection or like a.
Well, it's like a blast, an enema, an Everclear enema.
What if it doesn't go through your pants?
Well, they'd have like
What
a
if you have on
spear.
like some tight jeans.
There's like a spear. It's a spear tip
no
that rips through first, because it was like, well, it might get your BH a little bloody, so it can get through the pants, but it's going to be better than dying, right?
Maybe you have to have like reconstructive ass surgery when you're all done.
Well, it would just be. It wouldn't be like a huge. I'm not talking about like a Bowie knife.
Not.
I'm just saying like just
enjoy your ripped asshole, friends.
Just
Hope
like
you
maybe-
don't die.
maybe like it'd be some sort of contraption where first it cuts. Maybe just like I don't know. Maybe like a just like the tip of a razor blade, like you're blading in wrestling. So they have to cut through the fabric enough for the tube. It's like a hard plastic tube to be able to shoot up into your butthole, and then blast that Everclear up there.
Everybody
so that you,
would have to be positioned just right.
yeah,
Lock you into the seatbelt position.
yeah. There'd be like an announcement, be like,
Line
dun,
your,
dun,
line your butt
and,
cheek up
yeah.
with this hole.
Please make sure that your butthole is lined up.
Stop. I hate that.
It could save countless lives. Think about it. You slam into the ground and everyone just kind of ragdolls, and then, huh? Oh, God.
Fall over yourself.
Yeah, then you're all drunk together while you're waiting for the help to arrive. Real party atmosphere.
Is this what you envisioned for the blue?
Yeah, it is. It's perfect. I mean, imagine if that happened on Lost. The entire first episode would have been totally different if everyone was completely wasted because they're Everclear enemas. I guess Jack wouldn't have been able to do his job as well, probably,
Yeah, probably not.
if he was trying to do everything drunk.
Maybe you could opt out.
You could opt out of the enema blast.
Yeah. Certain people only are allowed to opt out.
Why would it be certain people?
Like Jack. Like if you're a
Oh,
doctor.
yeah, if you're a doctor on the plane.
Yeah, you're.
Yeah.
But then if you get too rigid, they need
Yeah,
to,
then
like-
you might not make it.
Yeah, they need to give you like a temporary sedative, but that goes away in a minute.
I think they should give you the option to also have Quaaludes. Maybe that would be part 2. If you survive, then you're given Quaaludes
Why?
as a prize. Just congratulations, you made it. You survived the plane crash. Here, have some Quaaludes. This will tide you over until help arrives. Enjoy, chefs. Have a few ludes. Take the edge off. Wake you back up. Get you on proper footing again.
This isn't as good of a stream as the one you did.
Yeah, it is.
Well, yours got to go for like 3 hours.
Well, that's
Should I-
all right.
What should I do? I need to color something else.
You could color that one over there,
Puzzle?
the puzzle.
Nobody wants to see me do that.
We don't really have many people. I think it's just Good Brother now.
He doesn't want to see me do that.
Should we do more bags? The coloring equivalent.
We do have more bags of that.
Did you color on the table?
No, I didn't.
Look at you. Jess is making a mess. Messy Jessie strikes again.
Stop it. Not messy. Oh,
Mm-mm.
don't worry about it. I was
Good
just-
Brother says puzzle.
No.
He wants to see the puzzle. More bags.
There you go. Ta-da! All pianished.
Look at that. It's perfect. Perfect. With the iridescent shine. We've got Golden Grams. That's what it was. Golden Grams and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Those were their names.
Should you sign your new signature on the back? Will you have to practice it again?
No, I remember it.
Do you want to sign it? Then you can offer it up for auction.
I already did auction it. Good Brother bought it, and he's told me to hang it behind the stream.
Well,
But I can sign it
you
still.
can send it to him.
I could send it to him. I have to.
Do you want me to film the dynamic view? You're all plugged in now.
I know.
Plugged in, plugged up. Man, they're just now starting a movie. I didn't realize it was 11:30.
Here,
They'll fall asleep.
it's probably good. I got some time. But I need a
Do the blue.
blue.
Yeah, do that. Everybody likes that color, and there's not very much of it in there. Hang it up, he says.
Right here.
Yeah.
I like to sign it down here.
You don't want to fill up the whole back?
The whole back.
Yeah, just make it huge.
And then it went.
The big R.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to remember where. I think it was.
What if you mess it up?
There. It was like that. And then you bring this right here, like that. And then you got your I, V, R. And then we get the C, E.
Look at that.
There we go.
Hold on.
Oh, you gotta sign it too. Of course. Super Divorce and Japs. There we go. All signed up.
Oh,
Oh. Who the hell is Lupe Devo? It's my alternate what do you call that? Pen name. Nom de plume.
yeah. Which children was that?
What's that?
Hopefully, the Juice Meister isn't up. Should I get the plug for that, or do you think he's all right?
I guess it's all right.
What if he's up to shenanigans? We don't know.
I don't know. I got those tabs in there. I'll have to put the tabs on the back and hang it. All right, get the puzzle going. Get your Puzz 3D.
I have to pee.
All right.
So why don't you open that? I'll get the plug for the thing. Are you gonna drink my watermelon bubblegum drinks?
I don't know. I still got 3 of those. I don't know if I'll need your Astras. Your Ad Astras.
Ooh.
Ah. Hold on, I gotta put this down so I can open the damn thing. Thanks. Well, this stupid plastic doesn't want to tear open. It's being a real son of a gun. Ouch. Jesus Cripes. Got a goddamn paper cut from the plastic on this thing. Sheesh. Son of a bitch. Now, damn it. That pisses me off. You see that? Look at that bullshit. That's from the plastic they had on this thing. It wasn't just like, why couldn't they just use regular like easily terrible plastic. They had to make it sharp. God, I hate paper cuts. Fucking horse shit. Liable to piss me right off. All right, there's the next one. This is going to be, oh, and it's like one piece until you tear it apart. So it's optional. You can just keep it like that, which we'll probably do. Also has the nice shine to it. Shine, shine, shine. You don't, outside of Lisa Frank, you don't see this technology used much anymore. And I don't know why. It's like the overlords don't want us to have colorful, nice things anymore. We've talked about this. It's a whole psyop, I think. It's a bunch of bullshit. It's like, let's take everything beautiful and nice in this world and just dull it down. It's really like a march towards the giver, I think. That's what it seems like. Being marched towards the giver. This tiger shall be named Killmaster Badass. Sounds good. We can roll with that. I like it. Killmaster Badass. You got popcorn.
Always made you some.
Oh. Well, that'll be perfect for crunching.
Thought so.
Some good ASMR.
Everybody's gonna be really pissed about that, by the way.
Mmm. Salty.
Man, they did it quiet. I told them like 3 times they gotta be freaking quiet.
Good Brothers named this one Killmaster Badass.
What?
That little tiger.
This?
Mm-hmm.
The little friend?
Yeah. More like cock porn, right? Yeah, right.
Why?
That's what I'm saying.
Why?
Why what? Why is it named Killmaster Badass?
Mm-hmm.
We have to ask the appropriate authorities on that one.
What should I color first?
Like which part?
Yeah. The
I don't know.
kitty cat, the
Where would you?
background.
You're the artiste. Where would you start on a tattoo?
Well, that's not a good question for this.
Why?
Because with the tattoo, you typically you have to do your colors in certain order so that they don't stain one another. This sort of tattoo, I'd probably do my greens first, my leaves. Should I do color blends this time?
Whatever you want to do. This is all you. You can do it however you like. You don't have to worry about me. And Good Brother said, look at that tiger. It's a fucking killer.
I guess I'll have one more of my extras.
I've got it set up. Don't move it. It's in a good spot. I've got to take a dynamic piss.
Okay, I got to get a few more colors out for this one. Don't mind me. Got to choose some colors here. All right, here's my greens. I've got my pinks. Magenta? That's not magenta. The hell? Ah, there we go. Pinks. I need my blues. There we go. And then I need, what color should the kitty cat be? Orange?
cat all orange.
Mm-hmm. Orange and yellow. That'll be good. Let's do that.
Good brother, have you ever had duck all orange? Have you, Jess?
Yep.
Duck all orange. I've had chicken all orange.
Have you?
Yeah, many times.
Orange chicken.
Uh-huh. Good brother has had duck all orange.
Oh.
Do you think it's better than chicken all orange, like from a Chinese restaurant? AKA orange chicken?
Goldenrod.
Ha.
Ugh.
Well,
That's not a good color.
orange and duck are like PB&J, he says.
Poppy red.
More so than chicken and orange.
I'm almost ready. I have one color left to select.
You better hurry.
I'm working on it. That was a silly sound you made. Ooh, this one might be good. Yeah, there we go.
Duck's kind of oily, isn't it?
You're oily.
A little oily. Got kind of an oily thing going on.
Okay.
Duck eggs are good. Never had those either.
What the hell? The hell just happened?
What do you think is the goat of Chinese food?
Me?
Yeah.
Chinese food?
Or good brother. Anyone watching? If someone's lurking, this question is for you. What's the goat of Chinese food?
Let me open up another one.
Yep. Watch yourself.
I feel like General Tso's is a good snack.
Yeah. Is it the goat though? Is it the best of the best? If you could get one thing ever.
Depends on the place. I feel like each place has their like things that are better than others.
Yeah, American Chinese food. Run by actual Chinamen though.
Don't say Chinaman. It's not the correct nomenclature.
Not like Panda Express. I don't count them. Jess likes Panda Express more than I do.
I like them.
I don't
They're
think
chicken. When you eat it, you know it's chicken.
I don't think it tastes right. It doesn't taste like Chinese food chicken.
Chinese chicken.
Mugu Gai Pan, says good brother. That's a good choice. That used to be my go-to. And I don't know, it's a toss-up. I do like General Tso's a lot. I probably order that more than anything else these days.
Yeah, that's always your favorite.
But I do like orange chicken a lot.
This is hard because of the crevices.
I know. I still like the Mugu Gai Pan. And I feel like you can't go wrong with sweet and sour. I mean, that's another great one. A lot of good choices in Chinese food.
I prefer Thai food over Chinese.
Ugh.
I don't know why you hate Thai food. I think it's delicious.
I think it's overrated as shit.
You just don't know what you're talking about.
Can't get into Thai food. I think it's
peanut
overhyped.
Sauce is what does it. It's
Yeah.
like peanut sauce.
Yeah, I don't like the peanut sauce. General Tso's is just chicken nuggets.
It is chicken nuggets.
Well, I don't give a shit what it is. It's always hilariously good.
What is happening?
Cats are being dicks.
Better watch out before you turn into some Chinese food.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
They're fixing to be some moo goo guy pan.
Mm-hmm. Now you're gonna get canceled for making a culturally insensitive joke.
Well, they always say the chicken is actually cat.
They?
Yes, like
Who?
Americans.
Americans, huh?
Don't worry, I'm gonna fix this. It's really hard to work with the grooves, you know? You know what I mean?
You gotta get your groove back.
I'm trying.
You know how Stella got her groove back? You know what that whole movie's about?
What?
Just her being a whore.
Stop.
Isn't it? I think that's what it is. I think she's just like
No, she gets back to dancing.
No, it's not.
She's about dancing.
No, she goes and I think she has sex with a bunch of younger guys. I think that's how she got her groove back.
Well, some people need that.
Do they?
That's how they be grooving.
Good brother, what would you rate the film How Stella Got Her Groove Back? Out of 1,000 Good Brothers, what would you give it?
I don't know if I've ever seen that movie.
If you've never seen it, just give it what you think you would probably give it if you actually did watch it. How Stella Got Her Groove Back. He said 150 Good Brothers out of a possible 1,000 Good Brothers.
Okay.
All right. What would you give it?
I've never seen it.
You don't have to.
I don't know.
Just have to rate it according to what you think you would probably give it if you did watch it.
Well, I'm happy for her. So I'll give it a 437.
437 Jeps of a possible 1,000 Jeps.
I did this all day at work and now I'm just doing it again for free.
That's like an entire genre of film and television.
What is?
Kind of like the aging women who get their
Like
groove
Stifler's
back.
mom?
Well, I mean, she's like that, but I was thinking more like Sex in the City. You know, middle-aged women sleeping around, getting their groove back.
Yeah, you don't want them doing that.
I don't think is there a male equivalent? Does that exist?
Yeah, the 40-year-old virgin, he's getting it.
That's like one movie, though. Is there more than that? Good Brothers said they're just sluts.
No. Hold on, I lost one of my yellows. I have yellow. Did I throw it back in here? Oh no, what have I done?
What's the male equivalent? Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo,
Yeah.
starring Rob Schneider. What else?
Oh man. There's a really vibrant yellow we were using and I think I threw it in the bag. Now I want it. Who is it? This one? Canary yellow. I bet this was it. Yeah.
Need a movie or a show where a middle-aged man gets his groove back by having relations with multiple women. How they get their groove back.
Multiple women. I don't watch movies like that.
40-year-old virgin doesn't count because he's still a virgin. That's like the whole point. It's not like it's not like he had his groove and then he lost it and he got it back. He never had it. You need one where a guy used to have it, and then he kind of got off track, and then he regained his groove. Good brother said Jeffrey Epstein got his groove back.
No, not that. Anything with that.
How Jeffrey got his groove back.
That's not a good one.
Bill Clinton got his groove back. I think that's what happened with Monica Lewinsky. He had kind of fallen out and saw this young intern. Though she wasn't the first. There was Jennifer Flowers before her. I think some others. The barista who apparently got killed.
Remember reading? Talk about it, they'll come after you.
Norm Macdonald talked about on The View.
Well, he's dead.
Well, it's not because of that.
You think it's not. You think it's not. I don't believe the two are unrelated. He even says that. He even joked about it. He said they're going to kill you. Look at it, and he's not alive.
Like,
you know what they don't do as much
what?
In movies? They don't do the thing where they love to do it with girls, where they just take an ugly girl, and she's ugly the whole time, and nobody likes her. And then they're like, but wait! She's actually a secret hot girl. She just needed to take off her glasses and brush her hair and put some makeup on. Oh, look, she's hot. I
think it's a lot easier to make girls hot than it is guys. Because guys are just kind of like how they are for the most part. Now, there are some glow-ups, of course. There are certain things that can be done, but people are used to seeing women with makeup on all the time, you know. So you can even have a woman who's just pretty, attractive without makeup, but if you don't put makeup on her and then you throw her in a movie, that could be her as an ugly chick. And they're like, oh, well, look what happens when she puts a little effort into her appearance.
They threw me on screen right now. Wouldn't be so nice.
Oh, don't be mean.
Well, I'm just saying.
That's just people in general, though. I mean, if you're lounging around the house, you're not going to look...
Leaves.
I do.
Do you like the blends, or is it pissing you off?
No, those look nice.
Should I make them block shaded paint tool bucket, like you said? You like it better when I do that? I got 2 more leaves. 3. Do you want to try one?
No, you go for it.
I've given you a tutorial. It's very similar to tattooing.
No, I'm not going to do it.
There's no blood.
Good brother can't believe the audacity. He said, what? It's okay when a 45-year-old woman fucks a 19-year-old dude, but Jeff can't have his island?
Oh, no.
He might still have his island.
I heard Bonnie Blue has a new boyfriend. He's like 8. She likes young boys.
She's nasty.
That's her king. Yeah, she likes 19-year-olds.
I can't imagine being the kind of guy who would go for that. You gotta be something else. Something else.
Yeah. She was talking to some college boy. She's like, you're too old for me. Oops, I used the wrong color first.
How scandalous. Who's her competition? Bonnie Blue and Lily Phillips. I think that's the other one. I don't remember which one's which, though.
I don't know the other one, so I only knew the one lady.
They're competing with each other. It's like Jeff Gordon and Dale Earnhardt at their peak. It's like they're trying to one-up each other's challenges on how many dudes they can
That's gross.
get together with in a short amount of time. And they do stuff where you can collab with them.
Yeah, I saw some girl that collabed with that Lily girl, and they both did a bunch of anal, and the one girl had to have her butt fixed.
Oh boy.
And she was complaining about it while she was recovering because she couldn't do any butt stuff. she had to wait for her butthole to heal back up after her reconstructive surgery.
Well,
Like, I can't do any content right now. No. You poor little thing.
so sad. Do you think phone sex is still a thing?
Yeah, for sure.
No, like the 900 numbers.
It has to be.
You don't see those anymore.
I saw some of those ads when we were in Vegas. It's like newspapers with like phone numbers to call. That's probably to call people up to get to your house, though.
Well, yeah, like escorts and things. I was thinking, I'm surprised they don't have like a voice only service to
Like
kind of
AI.
to replace the phone sex thing, like the 900 numbers. It could be like Omegle, but just for people who want to hook up and have voice chats, if you will. So it's not like you would go on Omegle and try to find someone who is DTF. It's like everyone who uses this service is only using it for that reason. So you connect with someone and it's like, I don't like your voice, next. And then you get two people together who are into each other's voices, and then they can go ahead and get down to business voice wise.
Not voice wise.
Well, I'm just saying.
I know you are. I'm doing these ones in the background a little bit darker because they're in the further. They're further back, you know. This is.
Did you know that
boring for
puzzles
people.
were created by John Puzzle?
Oh. What if a different person had invented them?
Then it'd be called something different. You'd be doing Smiths, or you might be doing a Flanagan. You want to come over and do some Flanagans later? I got that 500-piece Flanagan. Could always do that. I got that Flanagan 3D. Work on that for a little bit. Oh my God, I finished a 5,000-piece Flanagan and my kid ran in and knocked it off the table.
I hate when that happens.
I was just kidding about John Puzzle.
You jackass! I hate you. Why do you this? I want to point to this exact moment as to why when you tell me stuff and I'm like, "That's not real. I don't believe you," and you're like, "Yes, it is. Why wouldn't you believe me?" Because you just fucking went on about John Puzzle, and I'm busy. And I'm not. My radar's not going. I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. John Puzzle. How strange. What a a man very full of himself. Whatever, I guess. Asshole. Getting a super divorce. I hate when you do that to me. I can't remember when you tried to convince me of some stupid ass Olympic sport too. I wish I could remember what it was. It was something dumb.
An Olympic sport.
Yeah, you like tried to make up some sport, or it wasn't even a sport. It was like cleaning the kitchen or something. It was something benign, and you're like, no, it's gonna be an Olympic sport, and I was like, no, it's not. And you're like, why won't you believe me? As you were lying to me, because you're full of shit. That's why.
I always tell you. I don't let it go on for too long. I only said that because I couldn't tell if you actually thought I was serious about John Puzzle or
I don't
not.
know.
I didn't want you
You're
to.
my husband. I would just assume that you don't lie.
It's not a lie. It was just off the cuff remark. I wasn't trying to convince you.
Whatever.
You know.
I guess. Fine. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm not helping you with your puzzle or your John Flanagan. There's that episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm where he talks about the Cobb salad.
Yeah, it was created by Bob Cobb.
That's fake too.
I know, that's not real.
You asshole. Well, sometimes they do name it after themselves, like the clothespin.
Yeah.
It's named after Jerry Clothespin.
Yeah.
It was pronounced different. It was Clothespin. You know, everybody had to change it up.
I think the toilet was actually invented by a guy named John Crapper.
Is that why they call it the John?
I think so. Maybe that's an urban myth. I'm not trying to convince you of that. I heard that somewhere a while ago, and I don't know if it's true. Because I heard that's why you call it taking a crap, is because the toilet inventor's name was John Crapper. Or you're sitting on the John.
Poor guy. He's trying to make a nice place for people to go potty.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Good Brother said John Crapper confirmed.
Oh.
It's real. It's true. All of it.
Well.
So thanks to John Crapper.
That was nice of him.
Sitting on the John.
I'd rather do that than go on the leaf pile.
That's how one of those songs starts, isn't it? When you're sitting on the John and you feel like something's wrong.
Take a poop.
When you're sitting on the can and something, when you're sitting on the can and
Goes really nice with the song going on right now.
mm-hmm. When you're sitting on the can and you're out of paper ran, be a man. Use your hand. I think that's how it goes, something like that.
What?
Use your hand.
It's not very manly. Why
What?
does that make you manly if you wipe your ass with your hand? If I found out you did that, I probably would have questions.
Well, John Puzzle's craps were painful and subsequently discontinued, says Good Brother. John Puzzle.
I hate you. That's so mean. You like my speckles.
Mm-hmm. They've been talking about this Grand Theft Auto game.
Who?
Them.
Who's
People.
them?
Gamers everywhere.
Why?
Because it's been in production for years and years and years now. And it just got delayed again today. Until next year.
Aw, how does that feel? Is it sad?
For me, I don't really
People try being a fan of Kingdom Hearts.
give...
You'll never get a new game.
Some people are butthurt. I don't
For
really...
what?
GTA. I never even played the last one. Grand Theft Auto 5. So I don't really give a shit. I'm not too bummed out about it. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm just like, yeah, you know.
All done. I think that's good for today.
You're not all done.
Oh,
Keep working.
I did this all day for 8 hours.
You gotta...
I did a coloring piece today.
You did.
I did.
Are you gonna bring me in to be the packer?
If you want. Bring you. Bring you. Pay
Hey,
attention.
hey, Sona's back from her
What's up,
call. Hopefully nothing awful.
Hopefully somebody didn't poop their pants. or boof their pants. I
Yeah,
think this is grass down here, by the way.
it's whatever you want it to be. It
You guys
could.
think this is grass or like a velvety purple rug?
I don't know. Oh, it was a stroke patient.
Oh, they okay now?
I hope so. Hope they're all right. Good Brother boycotted Rockstar after they murdered his beloved Red Dead Redemption 2. What do you mean they murdered it?
If I didn't like it.
You didn't like it? I've still never played it. A lot of people say it's the greatest game of all time, and I've never played it. I've got it. It's sitting right in there, and I've never touched it. Love the first one.
What should I color next? The flowers, the sky, the kitty cat, or whatever it's sitting on. I think that should go last.
Do the sky. Just go from the top down.
Alright.
Sona said they're okay. They probably will just never know what planet they're on ever again.
Oh. That's the definition of okay. I think it's better than dead.
I guess so. But sometimes dead is better,
Oh.
as he says in Pet Cemetery.
Alright, here we go. You said top to bottom. I'm doing bottom to top.
Oh, okay. I'll just do the opposite of what I said.
Well, because I'm going to do a blend. I'm going to do it lighter blue at the tip as it goes up. So I've got to start with my darker blue down here.
Dan Houser left Rockstar and they pulled all the devs to work on GTA 5 remastered and GTA 6. They killed it.
Aww.
Well, what do you mean they killed it? Because it still came out. Do you mean it just wasn't good? The single player is amazing. AF. He cried, he says.
Who cried?
Good Brother. But what'd they do to kill it? If you're saying it was so good it made you cry.
Maybe you mean like they killed it. It was great. Did a great job. Killing it out there. Just like I'm trying to do with this Flanagan.
Oh, Red Dead Online, they killed that. I see. Sona said strokes are crazy work, man, and then crying. My grandma had a stroke, and she's recovered really well. But I know not everyone does.
One of my clients the other day told me his son is like maybe an EMT, something like that. And they were spending time with his grandpa and started acting weird. And the son was able to recognize the signs, like the super early signs that he was having a stroke. So he like kept him talking and stuff and like kept engaging him so that he wouldn't go into Strokeville.
Huh.
And it saved his life. Said he would have died. And he like made a full recovery because the son knew what to do when he was knew how to spot the signs and help him out so he wouldn't go into full blown stroke mode. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
What are the odds that that was going on just right then and there?
that is crazy.
He was with the one person that knew how to save him. And he did. I'm like, that's so cool. I wish I knew how to do that. I think you can look up the signs, how to know somebody's having a stroke.
I'm sure you can.
Start doing crazy things. Do you like this? This blue isn't as nice as the other blue.
It's not bad. It's decent blue.
Yeah, it's not no phthalo blue.
No,
Thanos blue.
not a Thanos blue.
No.
Sona will teach you
Yes, please do.
the rules of engagement for strokes.
Yeah, I need to know. Gotta know all the tricks, just in case. Good to know. I've had some clients do some weird things.
Yeah. In the midst of being tattooed.
Yeah.
Or you thought they might have been stroking out.
I had one guy that I thought like a demon was coming out of him. It was crazy.
Good Brother said his dog will be snoring and wake up from a dead sleep to alert on him. He said he can detect any change.
Oh. The dog can?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
You
I've
know
seen
who
those.
Can't do that. Totino.
No.
He'd probably just be like, "What are you doing?"
I've seen videos from like people's cameras in their home. I've seen multiple videos like this where it's like maybe it's an epileptic person. They have a dog who will recognize when they're about to have a stroke and like help like ease
You
them.
mean a seizure?
Yeah, a seizure, not a stroke, a seizure. But they'll be able to sense like when the person's about to have a seizure, and then like guide them to a safe place and like help them down, you know, or get behind them so they don't fall and hit their head on the ground or something like that.
That's pretty cool. It's like a superpower.
Mm-hmm.
Super dog. We mostly only have idiot dogs at our house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got idiots here. A bunch of fools.
You know, my clients, John and Jen, that we went to dinner with, we saw the movie with them.
Mm-hmm.
He had a seizure one night because he gets them sometimes.
Mm.
And the dogs, one of them stayed with him on the floor, and the other one went and woke Jen up so that she could, you know, they like made sure that she could help him.
Mm.
That's crazy. They're not even like trained for that.
That is crazy.
They just did that. They just like woke her up, pounced on her till she got up.
Sona said the scariest two-stroke symptom is the sudden onset headache and when they stare at you like you're an alien.
Oh. I do that all the time. Shit. Just stop doing that. You always look at me. What are you staring at? Don't worry about it. I'm doing something.
You just let your eyes like go unfocused and just like stare past me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that what Julius is? Do you think that's where he gets it from?
Maybe.
He's just always doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Do my eyes go crossed when I do that?
No. As I can tell you're not looking at anything.
Whoops.
Oh, Sona. I finally watched a couple Asmongold videos. They were like shorter ones. But I saw some YouTube shorts earlier today. So I thought I'd let you know. But I can say I finally watched at least a few clips. Oh, on the stroke thing, she said it's traumatic, almost frightening look, but they don't know why they're scared.
Aww.
Mm.
That's sad. Well, I'm just going to try to make sure I don't have a stroke.
Yeah,
As best as I can.
as best you can.
Alright, the blue's done. How's that fade looking?
Looking great.
I wish that the light blue was a little prettier because I would have, you know, try to lighten that up. I don't like it so dark right there. It's kind of a gray blue that this one is. See, it's kind of like poopy. I'm gonna mess it up.
Well, you can imagine it's like in a forest, so it's going to be a little dark down there.
Yeah.
Not a lot of sun getting through all those leaves.
Alright, we're doing the pinks next.
What do I think? I mean, he seems like, from the few clips I saw, it seemed like he didn't say anything that I took issue with.
Oh,
Seemed to be speaking his mind.
that's a little crevice right there.
Hmm.
There we go.
trying to remember what he was talking about. Should have taken notes. I think they were just YouTube shorts that I happened upon.
It's kind of tricky because the paper's bumpy.
But I wasn't like extremely put off or anything. Some people, it seems like, really hate him. I was like, I don't know. He didn't do anything that I found to be, you know, all that bad. So I don't know. He's just a guy. Yeah, I mean, I like just a guy tubers. That's
You like the
squeaky.
squeaking?
That's
I don't
very
like
squeaky.
what I've done here, but now I've got to do it the whole way.
What'd you do?
I just don't like what
Pink?
Yeah,
I think it looks good.
I was gonna do the blends. Little. This is a tattoo. I'd go in the bathroom and cry right now. Try to regroup.
What's your favorite Asmongold hot take, Sona? Does he get into hot takes? Ding! Good brother, if you watch Asmongold,
What is he?
I know Ronnie doesn't like him.
What is he? Why is that his name?
That's just his name.
What does he do?
He's just a YouTube guy.
Is he like a guru?
Is he a guru?
Yeah, it sounds like that would be like like you pay to see that guy talk or something.
No, I
Wear,
don't.
like robes and stuff.
You don't like Asmongold, or you don't know about him?
Why does everybody hate him? Does he poop his pants?
I don't know. If that's cause to get you hated, then they better hate me.
Stop talking about pooping your pants. Yep. Just keep making it worse. You ever try to fix something, just make it worse?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll accidentally do something like penis shaped in somebody's tattoo, and I'm like, oh god, and I like try to fix it, and I make it look more like a penis, and then we're both staring at it, and I wonder the whole time if they're looking at the same thing that I'm looking at.
Well,
Yeah, that's all right. All these have stems; they're just floating.
I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
All right.
Herm.
No. Oh no. I feel really embarrassed right now.
Sona said in Lamau, he's literally just a dude. I don't get the hate. I think he's pretty fair with his opinions.
Is he a guru?
No, he's not a guru. He's just a guy. He's not like an Indian, like the, what would you call him?
Deepak Chopra.
Yeah, he's not Deepak Chopra.
He's not?
He's not Jay Krishnamurti.
What does he talk about?
Sona says, but then again, I don't hate everyone that thinks differently than me. Well, that's good.
You shouldn't. I feel like it's interesting to listen to people who think differently. Sometimes it's fun to hate on those people. Some people have some really silly ideas.
Yeah, he's not a yogi. Good brother. Asmongold's not a yogi.
At this point, I'm really scribbling. I've ruined everything. Sorry, everybody. This isn't what you came here for.
Like someone left a comment on my punk intro, and it's like they said something like, "Too bad punk's a big lib," and I was like,
Who cares? He can like what he likes.
I was like, I don't imagine giving a shit about the political opinions of professional wrestlers.
Yeah.
Like the whole obsession with people like looking to entertainers for political opinions and validation.
I
Well,
kinda
I've got-
like them if they vote the same as me.
Yeah. Like, I know for a fact, I diverge, I would say pretty, pretty drastically from some of CM Punk's political views. But why would I give a single shit about what a professional wrestler has to say about politics? Or any other entertainer for that matter. Like, why would I care? Why does anyone care about what entertainers think?
Ah,
But then again, why do entertainers think that their opinions should hold more weight than the opinions of like anyone's next door neighbor? Just because a lot of people know who you are, that doesn't mean that you are any less of a dumbass than anyone else walking down the street. I heard.
sometimes more of a dumbass.
True.
Have you listened to Gwyneth Paltrow?
Mm-hmm.
She's wild.
I know. You watched the JonTron video about her
Yeah.
product line?
They made an article. It was a news story that she is now eating bread sometimes. Like, why do we
Yeah.
need to? Why do we care that she
Well, I
hasn't
saw
had
her-
bread for 15 years?
I saw her say like that was her big thing during COVID.
Oh yeah.
It was like I even broke down and ate bread a few times.
Yeah.
Like that's how hard life got for her.
Some of us
even ate bread.
didn't eat at all.
Some of
Our
us
businesses were closed.
we only had Dr. Pepper and vodka
No, we
laying
had
around.
the proper 12.
Oh yeah, proper 12. And
We had a lot of
vodka.
proper 12.
That's what we lived off of during COVID.
I remember there was one day that Kroger was like, "We have too many chicken wings," and I got like 500 chicken wings for like $50, and it
I
was
remember
it
that.
was like the best day ever. And then it never happened again. Now you can't even get like 10 chicken wings for $500.
You know, I appreciated Kurt Russell saying in an interview a while back when someone asked him about something and having to do with politics. And I think that people kind of know he's like a libertarian, conservative leaning guy, but he basically said, you know, you're asking an actor. He's like, most of us actors are idiots. He's like, we're all stupid. He's like, don't look to us for advice on politics, which I feel like is, you know, in general, it's a good idea. You should kind of just assume most people are dumbasses when it comes to like everything, really. Even experts can be extremely wrong about various things, but
"Quote unquote experts."
yeah, the good thing now is that there's access to so much information. Even though it got a bad rap, I feel like became almost dysphomism at some point. Oh, you do your own research, huh? Like that's a bad thing, you
They
know?
don't be thinking. Don't do
Oh,
that.
you think you can read a study? Oh, look at you. That's so cute. You think you can read a study? Like, why do you think they do abstracts? The whole point is to publish studies so that they can be read by everyone, not just read by, you know, an insular group of medical professionals or political professionals.
Although the abstracts can sometimes be misleading.
Well, they can, but I'm just saying, like, it's not, if you sit down as a human being and you know words,
I don't
you
know
can
words.
you can get through a study.
You just
like, you can-
just convinced me that this was invented by a man named John Puzzle.
Well,
See the kind of people living in the world.
yeah.
They can't be trusted.
But I'm just saying, it's like, you know,
You should
The
read the
whole-
study because the abstracts don't give the full information. And they're
no, but
usually
my point is
I see what you're saying.
that if you don't feel comfortable reading an entire study, you can at least read an abstract.
Yeah, you can.
You can get an idea of kind of what's going on here, what this paper is about, what the study was about. You know, you can look at a graph and probably make sense of it if you've graduated elementary school. It's like these
I've never
things,
done that.
maybe you're not qualified to like put the study together and carry it out, but you can probably read through a paper and get an idea of what's being said and maybe find problems with it of your own. Even though you may not be a professional, you might be able to look at a study and be like, well, hold on, something's off here. Or listen to the opinion of a professional from various fields and say, you know what, I disagree with that.
Yeah, sometimes they do a good job breaking down the studies and pointing out the different various things that have been discussed. And some of those people who know about them, they even disagree on the conclusions. It's nice to hear those breakdowns sometimes.
Good brother said, I reviewed my BIL's doctoral thesis and I know fuck all about his field. Well, you know, you're allowed to do that. I think people should be encouraged to do that. Like, we're encouraged to do that as Warrior Man points out multiple times in various videos. He said, you know, anyone at any time can learn anything. And what we have done to us the first 18 years of our life proves that. In a particular speech of his, he says, you know, when you're going to school, no one ever stops you at any door and says, hold on a second, let me check the list and see that you're one of those people who's capable of learning what we're about to teach you in this class. No one ever stops you at the door to check and make sure. Well, let's see if you're on the list here as someone who's even allowed to come in and try to learn.
Yeah.
Your school, the teachers, the system, if you will, assumes everyone there is capable of learning all that shit for the first 18 years of your life, and then beyond that if you decide to go to college. But then, once you leave college, you can't learn anymore, apparently.
Nope.
Now that time's passed. Even if you left college and you read on your own and you digested information on your own and you had like a really serious interest in a certain hobby or a topic, it's not valid. You think you thought you could learn. Where's your piece of paper? People are so enamored with that, aren't they? Let me see your certificate that says you everything you said makes total sense. Can't argue with anything you said, but let me see your certificate that you paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for. If you can't show me that, then all of the good points you just made need to be thrown out the window, because I can't accept your argument if you don't show me your documentation.
So nobody cares what I have to say about nutrition 90% of the time.
Yeah, I know.
I know something that could help you. They're like, pass.
Yeah.
You don't know shit. I feel like I'm running out of steam here.
Run out of steam.
Yeah, man, I've been coloring all damn day.
Oh, so you thought you could proofread it because you thought you could find inconsistencies within the context of the document? You didn't think you needed to be an expert to do that?
You're talking to me?
No, good brother.
Oh.
You thought that, huh? You think you can proofread? You think you can read?
I can't read.
You thought you were gonna find inconsistencies and then tell him with your words? Is that what you were gonna do?
These are getting worse and worse.
You're gonna try to word to him what the problems were? And that's the tone and attitude people have. I think that you know what? There was actually a big problem. Oh, he said he watched every nutrition video that you sent him and he values your opinions on the matter.
I wasn't referring to him, but thank you. That's nice.
There are some other.
There's some other
There's
folks.
some others in our orbit who could probably benefit from various bits of information. But
only counts if you've got a degree.
yeah.
I did take nutritional studies. I just don't have a fancy degree for it. Probably because I gave up at the end of it. I didn't finish it. Probably because nobody cared anyway, so I just stopped. I'm like, I was getting all this for free. Anyway.
Here's a little bit of information that you might not know about.
Who, me, or just people?
Just in general. The American university system was really, really awful in like the 1800s.
Was?
Yeah, like early to like, I would say mid to late 1800s ish. I think it started changing around after the Civil War, I believe. But it was really awful because it basically was the way it is now, which is crazy. The problem was there wasn't really, they didn't have strict standards as far as like what you needed, what kind of information you needed to digest and be able to show that you were proficient in knowing in order to receive your doctorate and various certifications. It was like basically if you could pay for your diploma, then you could graduate from any university you wanted to. They didn't have a strict system in place. There weren't great standards. So a lot of people who wanted to actually learn and become good doctors or lawyers or what have you, any super specialized field, went to Europe or other parts of the world to go to their universities because ours here sucked ass. And then reforms were made to the systems, and that was completely turned on its head. It was like paying the money is not gonna make you a specialist in this field. You need to be able to demonstrate that you are actually truly an expert in whatever it is that you're trying to go out and do in the world.
I see.
To receive that certification. And that's where our best schools began to be built up, is through that process. Your Ivy League schools and such were the ones that had like the strictest standards. So you knew if someone came out of this university, they had signed on to go through that rigorous testing and to basically be put through the ringer. Say, well, if you can't make it through this process, then we're not going to reward you with a diploma. You won't graduate here.
See.
And over time, that's being eroded more and more. And that's why the whole trust the experts thing is silly to me. Because what is an expert? Someone who paid a lot of money for a fucking piece of paper.
Some experts are not so good at things.
Some are awful. Some are really, really bad.
I'm considered an expert at my job. Look at me. I'm
You're
sitting
good at
over
it.
here ruining flowers.
You do a great job.
Thanks. We were calculating the other day because Audrey had asked me how many hours I've tattooed in my career. And I said, I don't know, you need 10,000 to be a master, and probably at least hit that, but I don't feel like a master. We calculated it was like 50,000.
Well, there you go.
Dang it, I should be a lot better at this.
Well, you do a lot of different styles of tattooing.
Yeah. That comes in handy though. Stay busy.
I know.
Not always easy. Not something everybody's willing to do. Here. Oh, I have one more flower. I wish I had like one lighter pink than what I have, but we'll make it work. Sorry, everybody. It's gonna take a long time.
Sona wants to know if I've canceled Kevin Spacey due to his controversies.
Which controversies? Which ones?
Good Brother called you Tattoo Master Qui-Gon Jeps.
Yeah.
He had those. Remember
those
when?
like little boys or something?
No, I don't think it was little boys.
I
I
thought
think
he
he
had
might
like
have had
some-
like some.
Some weird sex things.
They might have been young. but I don't think he was with like small children.
Was he one of the dark elites? The Epstein.
I don't know
Was
if
he
he
connected to that?
I don't know if he did Epstein. Because he had the whole thing where like all this stuff came out, and then he did the press conference or whatever, and he was like, I choose now to live my life as a gay man.
Oh.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think that they were underage, but I think it's
Girls or boys?
boys.
Like
But
not
I've
babies,
heard-
though.
No.
Like just teens, some hot teen boy action.
Yeah. Which
I don't know. Was never like a Kevin Spacey mark enough to like be like, oh darn.
yeah, I don't really care one way or the other. I mean, I just
Remember that Pay It Forward movie? I'm like, this movie has such a good message. So he's not a nice guy. That kind of sucks.
well,
But that's okay.
I used to think that the trailer for K-Pax was funny.
Yeah.
So your produce alone is worth the trip? Oh, I don't know.
I like 7.
Yeah.
That was good.
Here's my thing. Okay, so like, yeah, with underage stuff,
Don't do
I
it.
think there's a big difference between, and I think the word pedophile has been watered down to a crazy degree. Like that should be reserved for people who are predators and go after like little kids. So it's like in Kevin Spacey's case, if he was like getting with 17-year-old boys,
It's icky, but not the same.
you can have your opinion on it, but like there are states in our country where that is legal. So just because you live in a state where maybe that's frowned upon, if you drive like, a half hour across the border, if you're near a state where 17 is the legal age, or 16, which it is in some places, I think, age of consent, then it's like, well, now it's not a crime. So I don't get on board with labeling those people like pedos. To me, that's like,
There's a different technical term.
yeah. Well, it's like that's if you're going after like prepubescent children who are obviously not sexually developed yet, that's something completely different. They shouldn't be called the same thing. So I think people get silly about that. Now you can get into a discussion about like power dynamics and that type of stuff, but the craziest ones to me, it's like when you hear about like a 21-year-old English teacher who was caught sleeping with a 17-year-old student, and people want her thrown in prison for like ruining the kid's life. It was like, that's not the kid's almost certainly going to be perfectly fine. Almost certainly. And it's like somewhere along the lines that changed. Like it used to be people would like laugh about it. I remember Conan O'Brien doing a joke about something like that, where a 16-year-old kid had been sleeping with like his 25-year-old teacher, and like the punchline of the joke was like, unfortunately the 16-year-old has passed away following a vicious bout of high fives or something like that. It was like 16-year-old, 17-year-old dudes, if they got a chance to sleep with a hot teacher they had, almost certainly not going to be.
Didn't a girl you went to school with go to jail for that? Valedictorian.
Yeah, a girl that graduated, I
She was a
think,
teacher, wasn't she?
a year or two before me. She had something like that, where she was like fresh out of college, and I think she got caught sleeping with
Oops.
one of her students, and I think she went to prison. She might be out now, but I don't know. I'm just saying it's not the
Got
same.
hot takes. You're gonna get people all pissed off at you, saying things all the time with your hot takes.
Is that? But that's like a lukewarm take.
I know. But
I don't think like it's that. It's not that
anything now
hot.
Is hot. Is hot. It's all hot now. You can't talk about anything without it being hot.
Well, whatever. I'm just saying. Good Brother said, I never would have slept with a teacher. I remember, like, I know for a fact that there were multiple people in my school who were sleeping with some of the younger teachers.
I need another purple here. I slept with all my teachers.
I'm sure you did.
Yep. That's what I was known for.
But not once was it ever, like I never caught a single hint of like, oh my God, we feel so sorry for you. I'm sorry you had to go through this traumatic thing. It was like ingrained in society in a way that like that was an accepted almost like cliche. So it was
Happened
on
at
it
my
was,
school for sure.
to where you had like the Van Halen song, Hot for Teacher. There's a whole like silly song about it. I got my pencil. You know, it's like it's just this silly thing. Could someone's life be ruined over it? Sure. If a 16-year-old gets with his 25-year-old teacher who's also married and he knocks her up, that's going to present some pretty...
There was a Law and Order SVU episode about that where that exact thing happened.
Well...
And the boy's dad tried to say it was the R word, but he was like, "We're in love," and then they like had to go to jail and stuff. Crazy.
I'm not going to say it's great or that everyone should do it. I'm just saying that I think that there's a big difference between that and, let's say, a 6th grade teacher who snatches up one of his students after class and violates them.
Yeah.
But people it's become this thing where it's like it's all lumped together, and it's just not. They're not all in the same plane of existence. They're very different things going on. Sona said she had crushes on a few teachers and TAs. Some of them flirted, and then she shrugged. Did the shrug emoji. So, it's like, when it comes to that stuff, you hear the word agency thrown around a lot, and...
It's like the girl on Ray Donovan. She's going to sleep with her teacher.
Yeah. It's like, do you know what you're doing? Do you have some concept of what you're doing at like 17 versus 18? It's pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same. It's pretty similar. It's like, well, what marker are we looking for here? What's the milestone? What do we trust you with as a society? You can get in your car and you can go wherever you want to go at 16. You can have a job. We trust you in a workplace. We trust you to handle cash. We trust you to like run a business, basically. It's not like if you're 16, like when I was 16, I would close at the pizza shop with my like one other person.
When I
We're
was
both
16, I
underage.
went to Australia by myself.
Just went to Australia by you can travel.
Tried to meet up with some boy I met online. It didn't work out.
You can travel to another country. You
I
can
don't make everything about SVU. What are you talking about? Don't do that.
And in many states, it's perfectly fine, but then in others, it's not. So, my point here is that it's not as if at that age, 16, 17, you're completely clueless about how the world works and what's going on, you know. But I think that there are practical reasons why teachers should not be getting involved with students. That's a separate issue. There are other things that can come about
got oranges. Ready
There you
for
go.
the orange?
Yeah, go ahead. Looking
What do you
great. Looking great.
Should I black it all out?
No.
I'm about to.
But you had, like I said, if you're 16, 17 years old,
With the snooze.
you knock up your teacher, no good. Life may be ruined. You just might have ruined your life. Maybe so. Not doubting that at all. You could also get into a thing where it's like you can hold that over the teacher's head. That's not good. Then you can sort of blackmail your teacher into giving you the grades you want. That's not a good scenario to be in. So it's like,
I got leaves
and there
now.
are others. You get a reputation for that. If we just said, "Oh, it's fine now. We're going to let teachers sleep with their students." Probably not good. I understand why we would want to discourage that kind of thing from happening. Sona says you knock up anybody at 16, your life is fucked.
Gotta watch out for that.
Yeah, I mean, there's some people who make it work.
There was a whole show on MTV about it.
Rats off to you.
To who?
To the people who make it work.
Oh, yeah.
If you get knocked up at 16, like there were girls in my school who had kids like while they were still in school. People in my family who were that young when they got pregnant and turned out fine. I think it just makes it certainly
Oops.
makes life harder. It's not like you don't get that period to just be like a young adult. You kind of have to snap into adult mode quickly if you're going to be taking care of the kid. I mean, you could also just dump it off onto a relative, which some people do, and then they don't have to suffer the consequences at all. If they've got the option to do that, that's what some people do. I think that waiting a little bit longer until you're with a person you love and you're going to stay with is definitely the best way to do things. That's what I would advocate for. If I advocate for anything, that would be it. That's what I'm an advocate of. But again, going back to your Kevin Spacey, no, I'm not gonna cancel him over.
That was really long. I forgot we were talking about Kevin Spacey.
I'm not canceling Kevin Spacey. I just don't give enough of a fuck. I know it's, and this is not me casting judgments. I've heard from many people, many stories over time that kind of stuff happens. Especially in the olden days. I think it was a little more common and kind of ingrained in the culture, if you will. It was like young guys who were of that persuasion would end up linking up with an older guy because that would be their in to the community in a way, So it's like that's not the first time it's happened. Kevin Spacey didn't invent that, and I don't necessarily know that his life should be completely ruined over it, unless there's other stuff that I don't know about.
Might be.
If I found out that
I feel like there was some.
that he had lured in like a 12-year-old boy or something, then
I thought it was that, but I didn't really get too into that when it was going on, so I could be wrong. I feel like I heard some rumblings of some yuckier things there.
I never heard anything like that. I heard it was
You might be
stuff we're
right.
talking about.
There's all
maybe
kinds of
I don't know.
salacious stuff floating around,
Yeah,
So you never know. Oh.
I mean,
Ah. Someone got poopy right there. Well, we're just gonna rock with it.
you had the stuff with Jesse Lacey.
That's different.
Well, it's the same kind of thing. It's
I'm kind of bored of this topic, though.
it's similar.
Let's talk about something happy, not salaciousness.
Well, I'm just rolling with the punches, man.
I don't think that
I'm
was
honoring the
similar. I
chat.
think that was like a similar situation. I don't think.
Hmm?
So I don't think those two are similar situations.
Well, yeah, he didn't bed a young boy. He didn't bed anyone, in fact. But if we go back through the pantheon of celebrities and start digging into their personal lives, my feeling is that we probably wouldn't, if we're going to cancel everyone who's done anything slightly, as we're saying, salacious throughout the history of entertainment, we probably wouldn't be left with any movies or musical albums to listen to.
What about Salacious B. Crumb?
No, we probably wouldn't be watching Star Wars either, because I'm sure that there are people involved in the creation of Star Wars who are doing similar things that would be objected to today, using today's lens. You know, it's like Steven Tyler had a 15-year-old girl living with him who he was either engaged to or was going to propose to for a period of time. He had a 15-year-old girlfriend when he was like in his mid to late 20s.
Gross.
And it was just like in the news, and everyone just knew they were dating. So it's like, well, if everyone's fine with that, no one's gone back in time and canceled Steven Tyler for that.
Maybe they should.
So why are we gonna zero in on Kevin Spacey for supposedly going out with like a 17-year-old boy? There's just no consistency to it. That's my problem. So that's where I'm just like, I just don't give a shit.
How can we link this back to Law and Order SVU?
To Law and Order.
Yeah, Andrew says that's all I do.
I'm sure they've done SVU episodes about some of these things.
Well, if they do, they always like mimic it after current events. That's why everything goes back to SVU.
Well, there's a meme about that I'll see people leaving comments and stuff where some of these stories are shared, and it's like Elliot Stabler like pointing at a guy, like getting in his face. It was like, see, she was 17 years and 364 days old, you sick fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
True.
people just go way overboard. And you know what? To be quite honest, when I see some of that stuff, when I see people going off about this shit, the thought that crosses my mind is, I think someone needs to check your hard drive. There's
Your
that.
hard drive.
Yeah.
Is that like a bricked up thing?
No, it's the. What is it? Thou doth protesteth too much. You know,
His toes
where
are
you're
dirty.
you're guilty of something, so you come out really strong against.
Oh yeah, I know a few people that do that.
Yeah.
Pros at that.
JJ's here. He said, "Why is Jess doing your coloring, oh great artiste?" We finished
I'm blowing
ours.
it. I'm messing it all up.
We finished our collaborative piece right here. She did a great
Toes got like
job.
a little blue nut sack. What have I done? He's got like a little butt,
It's fine.
little butt toes.
It's okay.
See, his feet look a little dirty. I was trying to make them white, but this pen is like getting kind of mucked.
It's fine.
Looks like he's been digging in the mud a little bit. I wanted him to have nice little blue and white little kitty paws.
Sona said she makes bad decisions with people all the time, but I don't try to get the whole world to dislike them.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
We got to keep our bad decisions to ourselves, you know?
As long as it's not.
And have some grace for others who make
Yeah.
bad decisions, because we all make them.
As long as it's
I'm
not
making
something.
bad decisions about my color choices, and
You're
hopefully
fine.
nobody's judging me too hard.
There are lines you can cross, of course.
Well,
Things
yeah,
that people can do where it's like, all right,
that was too much.
I can't roll with you anymore.
Yeah, we've had to do that.
Yeah.
One of your friends grabbed a friend's butt. We couldn't roll with him anymore.
It wasn't butt.
Well, that was her butt.
No.
Oh,
It was.
cootie?
Yeah.
Good brother. Nick and I were talking about this the other day, about the whole shop opening, what I thought was a butt grab under the skirt. And Nick was like, I wonder if that really happened, or if they were just causing drama. And I said, I think Good Brother saw it. I think he saw the action in real time. And he said, did he? I'm pretty sure he did. So if you can confirm, that would help. I'd like you to confirm your action on that. Because there were some salacious folks involved in that whole thing. Sona said he trumped her. He can't hear because he's peeing too loud. Super Divorce piss stream. All right. Sona asked if the friend trumped her. I say friend loosely. No longer a friend.
Someone that I knew for a long time, long time, got completely cut out due
Getting
to
too
a
fresh.
certain experience that happened.
Yeah, at a big event.
Yeah,
It was
big
supposed to be a
celebration, big happy
happy-
fun. Good Brother said, I saw it live. I retrieved the victim, tried to secure the significant other, got beat up by
Yes. said
significant other. Then Jess came outside and yelled at him
I didn't know what was happening. I was trying
for
to
not
figure it
letting SO commit murder in her new business.
out. I didn't know what was happening.
He said it was a butt grab.
I thought it was a butt grab.
Mm.
It was just under the skirt. He just reached
Oh.
up the skirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well,
Now you know. Ah! I'm having severe reservations about this. You can't ask me to do this. It's like a fun decompressing activity.
well,
This is where the stress happens.
I think it looks great.
I don't know what you're talking about. Thanks. Oh, that's a toe. Damn it. So encouraging all the time.
Good Brother's still got the blood stains on his
Oh,
jacket.
I'm sure he does. All of those people have been excommunicated, except for the girl. Still try to talk to her sometimes.
Yeah.
She's about living her wildest life.
She said, you all live an exciting life.
No, we don't. It's very. Our lives are very boring. We just know people that do things that are more exciting than what we do. We are pretty vanilla,
Yeah.
I would say. Clients, people, I go to conventions, be like, your life must be crazy. What do you do for fun? You like, go to crazy parties? No.
Nope.
Sometimes I do Legos with my husband on the weekends. When we get real crazy, sometimes we have a beer or two.
I'm no Asmongold.
Is he crazy? You never told me what he was about. He doesn't do like meditations.
No, he doesn't do
I
meditations.
know. So what does he do? What's he about?
He has a really dirty office. Like a
Like-
dirty house.
Oh, is that like why people don't like him? Because he's dirty?
I don't know. Some people, Sona likes him.
Some people say that's a sign of brilliance. I like that idea. don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
You've just been married to a genius this whole time. I hate to break it to you.
Mm-hmm.
There. Like that highlight.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like the gradients? Are you coming around to the gradient?
Well, yours look good.
It's taken me a really long time though.
Yeah, because you're doing it by hand. You're not using a like generic Photoshop tool.
Why would I? I can't do that in real life. Ooh, how fast I could tattoo if I could do that. You think they'll ever have tattoo gradients where you can just bloop?
Probably. They'll have AI machines that do it. They're already doing it with manicures.
Oh yeah.
They've got manicure machines.
That's probably what made mine.
No, like you literally put your hand in it and it does your nails for you like you're at a salon. Only it's a machine.
They have tattoo robots like that too.
Mm-hmm.
They're weird though.
Have you seen the ice branding or the cold branding, whatever it's called?
I did see one video about that. What the hell is this?
Newfangled thing. You're gonna get phone calls. Y'all do that ice branding? That cold brand? I want to get one of them cold brands.
I don't remember how this works here.
Oh, you know what's funny about Kevin Spacey? Going back to Kevin Spacey real quick. Is the whole thing of American Beauty, which really blew him up as an actor.
Yeah, it was him.
Was where
getting freaky with that like girl.
No. I was gonna say, remember the end? He gets killed.
Yeah, because he
by
was
the next door
creeping on the teenage girl.
No, because the next door neighbor thought he was gay, and he came over and tried to kiss him, and he pushed him away, and then he comes back and shoots him.
Yeah,
and it's the guy who played Homer Hickham's dad in October Sky.
But he was flirting with his daughter's friend the whole time.
Well, maybe he was.
That was like the whole thing.
But he didn't play a gay man.
No.
But then in real life, he came out and said, "I choose now to live my life as a gay man," which was a hilarious quote, because you could just, I just imagine him like on a mountaintop with fists on his hips, kind of in the Superman pose.
Yeah.
I choose now to live my life as a gay man.
That's a pretty epic way to say it, though.
I mean,
you're going to.
Yeah, I guess that's owning it. But in real life, when they were filming that scene, he was probably like, "Fuck yeah."
He probably told him to write it in.
He might
Make me
have.
kiss that dude.
I like that guy. I watched him in October Sky, and he was getting me all bricked up. I want to give him a kiss.
Yeah.
Let me kiss him on the lips. Write that scene in real quick, if you will.
Probably what it was.
People say Quentin Tarantino does that with women's feet.
Yeah, in some of his movies.
He's a big foot guy. The transatlantic accent really sells it. I choose now to live my life as a gay man. See?
Not the sea. It's pissing me off. Ah! This isn't the easiest. It's a very bumpy, slippery surface here.
That's what she said.
I know. Poor little kitty. Could have been cute.
He is cute.
Ruining him.
He's like a little Joe Burrow cat.
Aw.
A little Bengal tiger. I bet Joey B would love that. You should send it to him.
Lisa Frank kitty.
Yeah, you should text Ted Karras and say...
I never got my tickets, by the way.
You didn't?
Nope.
Well, you need to text his
It's
ass.
too late. It was for last year.
Well, get back
Tell
in
him
touch with him.
I do have his number.
You should text him and say, "Dude, I never got my ticks."
He's gonna be like, "You should have filled out the thing and gone when I told you to."
Well, maybe they're
It's
still
over
saying...
now, bud.
Send him a picture of that and say, "I did this Bengal tiger. Will you guys hang it up in the locker room?" Have Joey B take a picture with it and post it on Instagram. Did you hear about Deion Sanders' son? Shadur Sanders.
That's his name?
Yeah.
That sounds like an accident.
An accident?
Like, that name is like, what should we name him?
Shadur.
I like the sound of that.
Well, he made an accident.
What'd he do?
Well, he had done a very presumptuous kind of celebration, thinking that he was going to be picked like in the first round, like maybe number 1 overall in the NFL draft this year.
But it was a trick.
And he ended up not getting picked until, which round was it? Maybe the 5th round? The Browns picked him. But he had thrown this huge party, and he had, like, in his house, he had emblazoned legendary, like, on his wall.
Okay.
And
can you not do that? What if you think you are legendary?
Well, you can think that, but then but he was very upset when he didn't go in the first round. He didn't go in the second round. Didn't go in the third. No, he's decent, but I think he thought more highly of himself than he should. And also, I believe his dad kind of makes a headache because he's very famous.
Son.
Very famous.
Good.
Yeah. Sona said that was spite because he wasn't supposed to do that so publicly. Well, I feel like you're in that situation. You're kind of like you're basically in a long drawn out job interview in a way. So the way that you handle the lead up to, and I guess the time that you're actually waiting as the draft is happening is kind of like giving teams a heads up as to what it's going to be like to work with you in a way.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and then of course on top of that, Coach Prime, he's going to have his own ideas about the way his son should be handled, kind of the way that LeBron handles Bronny. You know, the whole deal where he like basically threatened to beat up Stephen A. Smith because Stephen A. Smith was talking about how much LeBron's son sucks. But he's a pro basketball player now. LeBron's son, Bronny James.
Oh shit, that is wrong.
They both play on the Lakers together.
Okay.
So Bronny is not his dad when it comes to basketball, but he has been given a spot on a professional basketball team, I think, because of who his dad is.
Okay.
So, you know Stephen A. Smith, you've probably seen him before. He's a very famous sports analyst.
Analyst?
Analyst.
Oh, it sounded like you said analyst.
Yeah, he may be an analyst.
I see.
He may be into that. But he was talking shit about LeBron's son, and LeBron confronted him in person and kind of made some threats.
Oh my.
Like,
you don't want to do that.
Like, you don't talk shit about my son, that kind of deal. And it's like, dude, your son's a pro basketball player, man. He's completely fair game here.
Yeah.
And then other people are like, oh, well, anyone who's a good dad would do that for their son. It's like, fuck no, I wouldn't. If my son is playing professional sports and he sucks ass and someone's pointing it out, no. I would probably, and if he came to me and was like, oh, this guy's talking shit about me. All right, get good, kiddo.
What do you think my dad would have said?
What would your dad say? He might make threats.
I don't think he would. He'd just
You don't
say
think
it's
so?
my fault. You should have tried harder.
He might do
You suck
both.
so bad.
He might confront the person and then also tell you suck.
Yeah.
But it's like, come on. Toughen up. Brick up a little bit.
I got this whole chest left, and that's scary.
Then there were cries, you know, in the Shadur Sanders thing of The reason being racism. That's why he wasn't drafted.
There's many.
But the number 1 draft pick
Yeah.
was a black quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, that doesn't quite work. That doesn't track for me. And you know, there's a funny clip of Shadur Sanders talking shit to Cam Ward, who went number 1 overall. They were like at kind of like a practice session. And they were lined up against each other, you know, and Sanders was kind of talking shit to him, and then the other guy ended up going like the number 1 pick. That's just kind of karma, in my opinion. That's how that works.
Feeling really nervous about this last part. I don't really plan for it here.
Why not?
I just didn't. I don't really like what I'm. You know, the lesson here is I don't like anything I'm doing. So
I think it looks great. It looks fantastic.
You're just supposed to be my hype man, because.
No, it really looks great.
You don't want to super divorce.
It looks great.
Thanks.
You know, if you show me something you're working on, I'll say, well,
Oh, yeah.
this and this, and
Don't I know it?
then I tell you, well, don't ask if you don't want my honest opinion.
It's true. He does do that.
Sona said that I think Shadur was biting their hand and spotlighting the nepotism, so they went completely left.
Oh, that's not good. You don't want to do that.
Sports is a really bad place for nepotism. You can't hide it. Not for long. People always find out. If it's like this guy in professional athletics only got a job because of who his dad is or who his mom is, like that comes out very quickly. You can't hide that. It's like Pete Rose's son. Pete Rose Jr., it's like he played AAA ball. They brought him up to the big leagues like a few times. I remember there were a few times over the years that he would come up and play for the Reds for like a game or two, and it's just like, all right, back to the minors with you. You're not your pops. Sorry. Sorry. It's not all genetic. He either outworked you or he was born with something you ain't got, kiddo. Have fun down in AAA or AA or whatever the shit they end up sending him. It just doesn't always work. Just because your parent is a pro athlete doesn't mean that you're going to be awesome. Sometimes, though, the kid's better than the dad. Ken Griffey Jr., I think most people would agree, outshone his father. That wasn't nepotism. Ken Griffey Jr. is just fucking badass.
Yeah, he was good.
Probably my favorite baseball player of all time. Old Ken Griffey Jr. Most beautiful swing in the history of Major League Baseball. I don't think you can argue any differently. You can say there were people who hit more home runs, sure, absolutely. But who had the most beautiful swing? Griffey Jr., man. No question.
Tarnished my marker.
Why?
I don't know. It turned like a poopy brown. You know?
Good brother, were you a fan of the Detroit Tigers? Who was their big guy? They had, was it Cecil Fielder? He was kind of their big power guy back in the 90s. I think that's what it was. I haven't followed much baseball for years, but I loved baseball back in the 90s, early 2000s. Jess and I got to go and see a Yankees-Red Sox game on our honeymoon. That was really cool.
Sure did.
Great atmosphere. Just awesome. If you ever get a chance to do that, go to Fenway Park. Coolest ballpark I ever been to. I've been to Wrigley. Obviously been to the Red Stadium, Great American. remember going to Riverfront Stadium, aka Synergy Field, a lot when I was younger. I've been to where the White Sox play. Where else? And then maybe Fenway would just be the other one as far as big league teams go. But Fenway was the coolest by far. It seems like everyone's always kind of arguing between Wrigley and Fenway. I think Fenway Park is the coolest. Did you like it there?
I did.
Jess did.
That was cool.
Yeah, Sparky. I mean, that's Sparky Anderson. We got that in common because he was there for the Big Red Machine. I just feel like baseball is not as cool as it used to be. I don't know what happened.
You got rid of the steroids? That did it?
Well, the steroid, that's like, I feel like the steroid era is basically like Major League Baseball's attitude era. It's like you're gonna have trouble topping that ever again. I don't think it'll ever happen. It's just like it was so wild watching like Sammy Sosa and Barry Bonds, Mark McGuire. Like when that was going on, it was just nuts. Just highlights for days. You had so many stars during that period. And look at that. Great job, Jess. Beautiful.
Cooked.
Now you just have to sign the back. But you felt like the home run derby was a big deal. The All-Star game was a big deal. So much of that shit's watered down now. Like in the NFL, you don't even have the Pro Bowl anymore. You've got like the Pro Bowl games, they call it. And they don't play an actual football game. It's just like they do like games of skill like they're at a fucking carnival. You know? It's dumb. It's a total bitch out, is what it is.
Best I can do. Peace.
Did great. Does Moneyball not lead to entertainment? Sona said, nice. I'd pay real cash for that.
Well, you're welcome to it. We'll ship it to you if you want it.
Maybe we should do another auction.
Yeah, highest bidder.
This will be sent out to the highest bidder.
What should I sign in the back? I guess the bidder can choose.
Yeah. If anyone wants to bid on this piece right here, a Jesse Villar's
Won't be worth
original.
anything until I'm dead. That's how art works.
That's not true.
Most of the time.
No. You see how much some of those Hunter Biden paintings go for?
No, but he's famous.
Well, you can be famous.
I'm not famous right now. Although I know a guy that used to work with Good Brother at the pizza restaurant. His name's Jake. He gets tattooed sometimes, and he does those. What are those called? The digital ones, the fancy arts. What are they? It's like a one-off. You can only. You told me about them.
A one? What?
Like the digital thing that people can buy. It's like special. Like you can buy art or like games or
NFTs?
Yes, he
Oh.
does like art NFTs.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like not an artist.
Mm.
He makes like really good money doing those.
Those have kind of fallen out of favor. When was
he
this?
was telling me like a couple months ago.
A couple months ago?
Yeah.
I didn't think people were still buying NFTs.
I didn't either. That's why I was so. Then he was like showing me, and it was like, well, Lazarus could do that.
Sona said $7.23.
Oh, so she wants me to sign it.
No, that's how much she's bidding. $7.23.
That's a good bid.
Justin said NFTs aren't art.
That's good to know. What if you draw boobies on it?
What if you draw boobies on it? What if it's a big pair of tits?
I'll do a realistic Willem Dafoe peen for good money. But I gotta stare at a Willem Dafoe peen. I gotta find a good picture.
NFT stands for natural full titties.
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah, Willem Dafoe. Pine.
Did you ever watch that movie with me?
Antichrist?
Yeah.
No, I never saw it.
Yeah, the beginning scene.
I remember you telling me
Like,
about
opens
it,
up to just a close up of just penetration.
but not
It's got the
him.
scrote. Well,
It's
it
not
shows
his.
him, but yeah, then the close up you don't see him because it's very close.
So it says a big weenus.
Mhm.
When you say close up, do you mean like porno close up where you can see the penis going
Yes.
in?
And it's balls. You see, and it's like
You see the
there's,
balls
like,
slapping?
yes, it's like slow mo, and there's like opera music playing, like not opera, but it's like very like
Dramatic?
very artsy, dramatic. It's like
Mm.
the scene is like all slow. You see it playing out. It's like a shower scene, and it's like, oh, and there's like, you know, very dramatic, like epic.
You know, some of the first porn I looked up
Don't tell me.
when I first was able to like get on, when I was first able to get on the internet, really young, and they would have like advisories. If you try to go to a real porn site, they were like, danger, you must be 18 to enter. And I didn't want to like break the rules.
Yeah. Afraid of what they tell your mom.
Yeah, or like
Call
there'd be
her on
some
the phone,
alert.
the
I didn't know
FBI
how it worked.
shows up.
Yeah. So I looked for fine art nudes and found like websites where it was just like black and white photos of
Yeah.
like
That's basically what this is. It's like, I don't remember if it's black and white, but the color is very subdued if it's not.
Sona said she saw that movie and it gave her the same headache as when she watched Eraserhead.
Yeah.
We just watched Eraserhead recently, or well, I did, and just fell asleep.
But I did see that once, and I felt the same way at first. I had the heebie-jeebies about Eraserhead. Yeah, and the Antichrist is one of the most fucked up movies. I watched it while I was working one day when I didn't have any customers. Back in the olden days when I used to be able to sit around at work.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's like anymore. Get to watch my coworkers do it all the time. You get to sit around. I got a massage chair at work. I get to use it about once a month, maybe. Usually if my client's running late, I can sneak in there for a minute.
Are you gonna sign it?
If I'm supposed to.
I can put it in the package with her T-shirt.
Did you buy it? Did you want to buy it?
Yeah.
For $7?
$7.23 to Sona.
How should I sign it?
I think it's sold.
What do you want me to pick your color, and what do you want me to write on the back?
How do you want it filled out for you?
And it's interactive. You can take it apart and do the puzzle.
Oh, don't do it. She might
Joe
want it.
Puzzle.
She might want it fully
Joe
intact.
Puzzle would be proud.
Joe Puzzle would be proud.
Colored over top of some of the iridescence.
Yeah, I ran into that.
I didn't want to fuck with that. My
Yeah.
blends would not be smooth.
That's tough to do. Tough to handle. Jess is going to go to Columbus tomorrow and get white girl wasted with.
I am not getting white girl waist. I have to get tattooed the next day.
I know, but I bet she's going to try to get you to.
She can get as white girl wasted as she wants. I'm going to be responsible.
We'll see.
Have you ever been tattooed with a hangover?
No.
It is god awful.
Well,
I
we'll
did it
see.
once, and I'll never make that mistake
When that
again.
peer pressure hits tomorrow,
She can get.
and
I'll just
you
watch
guys
her
are.
get wasted.
I guarantee you, if she starts drinking, she's going to get you in on it.
She's not gonna get me.
Let me know in the chat. Do you think Jess is going to get white girl wasted tomorrow? She'll be in Columbus alone with her friend, and then she's getting tattooed the next day. That's why she's going to Columbus tomorrow. She's getting tattooed in Columbus early on Sunday, but they're staying overnight, and they're going to have the place to themselves. She's staying with a party girl.
You're making it sound like debauchery will ensue.
I didn't say debauchery. I just said white girl wasted.
No.
It's probably going to happen. You're going to call me at 2 in the morning,
I'll
slurring and...
I'll call you at 11 o'clock and tell you goodnight because I'm being responsible, getting a good night's rest, drinking my water so that my skin tattoo's nice and good.
Yeah.
For the people who have to work on me.
Sona said, draw a weenus.
Like an elbow?
No.
That's a weenus. It's
I think
your
she wants
elbow skin.
I think she wants a Willem Dafoe.
I'll need to look at a picture.
Maybe you can draw a Willem Dafoe caricature with his...
I'll have to look at it. I need to practice this before I ruin the back. I'll draw it on here, but first I'll sign my name in purple.
Okay.
What do you want me to sign it as?
Sona, just,
I'll send it to you on the thing. As she always does, unless you have a different way you want her to do that.
no, that's fine. Just do a super chat. That'll be fine. That'll work. And Jess wants to know how she should sign it for you. If someone had come to you for this much work, how much would you have charged her?
For what?
Just the amount
The
of time.
tiger?
Yeah.
I don't know how long did it take. You mean like as a tattoo or just like this?
This right here,
Oh,
the
this
amount of
right
time it's
here.
taken you.
If I
Just
did
wanna
a
let her-
commission, I'm not gonna tell her.
Why? Huh?
$10.
$10.
I'm not gonna tell her.
Oh, thanks. $9.99. She gave you a little extra,
That's
a
good.
little
See,
boost.
$10. That's great. This is the Lisa Frank puzzle. This isn't a real commission.
I know. Well, maybe to let people know for the future. It's good to know what you got, what your value is that you got out of the deal. So for $10, she got your time, which is worth what?
What if I'm doing an artistic commission?
If I came in and said, hey, you do commissions, and you said, yeah, and I got this Lisa Frank puzzle I want you to color for me, and I gave it to you, what would you charge me? If I was just a guy.
I typically do $50 an hour for non-tattoo related commissions
For non-tattoo commissions? Okay.
because I'm slow.
Well, that's a good deal then.
Yeah.
But
But this
you're-
is a silly Lisa Frank puzzle, so $10 is sufficient.
That works. I'll throw that in. Sona said $675. Not quite that much.
Was I that slow? That we've been doing this for that long?
No.
See, I wrote for Sona on the back, and I'll draw a wiener on there.
Okay. A Willem Dafoe wiener.
Yeah.
All right.
That might cost extra if it's really good. I'll draw a little 5-minute sketch.
Okay.
What do you hate when people say when they're like, oh,
Bangers.
No, when
What?
they're like, oh, there's just a rough. Is it just
Oh,
a rough
yeah,
sketch
I
and
hate-
It's like a fully illustrated, like
Yeah.
realistic peen.
Yeah, I hate when artists do that. When good artists do it, they'll do this thing, especially on like, I see it on Twitter a lot, where it's just like, oh, just whipped up this quick sketch, and it looks like something that is like a masterpiece, and you know it took them longer than like 5 minutes, but they always have to throw the quick sketch in there to
Like,
let
these
everyone
sketches
know.
Look like a 4-year-old did them.
How much would you charge if you were doing this full color on a human? She wants to know.
As a tattoo.
Yeah.
Well, how long did that take me? An hour?
No, about
2?
3.5.
Just to color this?
Oh no, that because that's
Yeah, 'cause we did
including
the
that.
other
Yeah, I
one.
forgot about that.
Like an hour
This
and a
one,
half.
yeah, probably an hour and a half.
Okay, on skin, if it was already outlined, that would probably take me. It probably would have taken about 4 hours. So. I
Probably
do
about 675.
I do 200 an hour,
Mm.
so 800. If it was outlined. If I had to
About
outline it-
$800. If she hadn't outlined it already,
If I had to outline it, it would probably take me a
full
a
day,
full day, yeah.
1,600.
Yes.
There you go. What a steal.
Tattooing takes longer.
Well, I know. It looks great though.
I read that some people are 700 an hour, like in New York. That's crazy.
700 an hour.
700, yeah.
Wow. Well, everything's more expensive out there.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I should have charged when I went to Las Vegas, just to be able to live. Should have
Yeah.
charged 500 an hour.
I know. Crazy expensive
Yeah.
out there.
That losing all the money I spent to go.
Well,
Better luck next time.
if only we would have hit a big jackpot.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
I didn't do a good job with the werewolf game. That's
You
all right.
tried.
Yeah, we did. I'm surprised they didn't have any wrestling slot machines.
Well, it's not like they bring them in for that.
They could have. Figure they
Machines
would.
probably cost a lot.
You ever heard of pachinko?
I think. I don't know.
They got a Metal Gear one of those.
What are you gonna do tomorrow since I'm not gonna be here? You gonna stream?
Yeah, I'll be streaming by myself tomorrow.
You're gonna build a Lego? You have the kids help you with something? Have them on your stream instead of me?
No.
You can have them teach everybody how to play Minecraft.
I don't like to feature the kids too much.
Yeah, because they're weird.
No, I just always feel odd about that.
Yeah.
Putting kids on live
Like
streams.
you don't look at their faces.
Well, I know.
Put their chubby little fingers on there.
Yeah. I don't want to be like the FGTV guy.
That's a whole different thing. That dude is weird. Like takes all of his feral children into Walmart and they all like knock everything off the shelves.
Yeah, just make a huge
act
mess
insane.
for the sake of content. Just throw toys off shelves. You ever seen this guy? Huh?
You hear about this, Kev? FGTV. He takes his kids to Walmart and lets them tear everything off the shelves.
And that's what he does.
He probably pays for it.
They throw the stuff down on the floor and then they just walk away.
Or they're like playing with the toys like all through the store.
Yeah. They'll
Riding
just
around on bikes, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, they just get stuff down. They'll ride bikes around. Yes, completely feral.
Yeah. I'd be so humiliated if my kids acted like that.
Just completely animalistic.
Like they own the place. Maybe they rent it out. But I feel like there's always other shoppers and stuff around.
Yeah, maybe they go back later and clean everything up. I hope they do.
They don't strike me as the type to do that though.
Sona said her son used to love FGTV.
Yeah, they're wild.
Yeah, our kids watched them for a while too. And it was like, this guy's insane. I can't stand the main guy.
Yeah.
He's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's the type of editing that I hate on YouTube. It's like so spastic.
And his personality is awful. Imagine like hanging out with that guy. He's a try-hard all the time.
Yeah, big time. I don't think Asmongold would like him very much. I don't think Asmongold would like FGTV. Maybe they've met. Maybe they're bros, but I don't think they are. I don't think they would
Who
be.
do you think you would like?
Who would Asmongold like?
Since you still haven't told me anything about this guy except for that he's not a guru.
I mean, I feel like from what I've seen, I feel like I could probably talk to him and get along pretty well.
I mean, like, what's his content about?
He's just a
Does
dude.
he just like hang out? Does he show himself talking, or does he like go do stuff? Is he like Mr. Beast? Does he go on vacation?
No, he's not like Mr. Beast. He doesn't make Mr. Beast stuff. He just talks.
Oh.
He plays games sometimes too, I think.
Mm.
I've never watched him gaming. Asmongold games, doesn't he? Does he do gaming videos? He does like pop culture and hot takes and things.
Mm.
Sona didn't like FGTV.
Nobody does.
She didn't like her son watching them either. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, we put a quick stop to that after a bit. Like, can't you find somebody different to watch? There's literally like millions of people on YouTube.
Yeah. It's not even like that I mind, them watching sort of non-kid friendly tubers.
Oh.
Because they love watching PewDiePie's Minecraft series, especially. They watch Markiplier all the time, who's not family friendly, if you will. But I don't give a shit. Like, I was never policed in that fashion growing up. It was never a big deal. So I've never felt like, oh no, what's the proper rating? It's just asking other people. That's like the whole rating system is crazy to me. Let me have a hot take on that real quick. What you're doing is you're entrusting to other people that you don't know who are on some fucking board somewhere to decide what is appropriate for your kids to watch and what's not. They slap like a letter onto it, and you're supposed to use that as either the go-ahead or the stop sign. And to me, it's like, no, I'll handle that. I'll take care of that. Do I think this is something that my kids can probably handle? Yeah. All right, well, I don't give a fuck if you put an R on it or a G. I'll deal with that. I mean, that's the approach that my parents took when I was growing up. And it was never even like that big of a deal. Especially if you grew up going to like the video store. My grandpa would take me into the video store. What am I looking for? I'm looking for like VHS covers that scared me, and then I flip them over and find like scary images on the back. And that's what I wanted to watch. Or action movies that looked cool. Are there lots of guns and explosions in this? All right, badass. That's what I want to get. Video games. What does the cover look like? What am I renting? Why am I renting Castlevania over and over again? There's a vampire on the front, and I get to play as this cool guy with a whip who goes around and fucking destroys monsters. Is that kid friendly? Who gives a fuck? It's cool. And it's fine. You know?
It's fine.
It's fine. It's cool. So, whatever. Sona doesn't like Asmongold's gameplays. Why not? What's wrong with his gameplay? If you could critique his gameplay, what's the problem with it? Does he play the wrong type of games? Or you not like his commentary when he's playing games? Do I do any of the things that Asmongold does when he's playing games that you don't like?
Yeah, everything you do. It's very Asmongold. You don't like it.
So I can keep it in mind. Oh, don't do that. That's what Asmongold does, and Sona hates it. But man, video store generation. Feel grateful to be a part of that. The video store generation, man. As long as you had the right type of parent, guardian, grandparent taking you in, where they had more of a Wild West mentality, it probably would have been a real bummer if you had parents who were strict. It's like, all right, go in. You can pick out anything from the family section. All right, I'll rent Angels in the Outfield for the 50th time.
Are you directing this on purpose?
Though I did like that movie when
I
it
feel
came
like this
out.
was directed at me, by the way.
That is a good movie. I'm just saying. It's like you could only watch stuff like that. You could only watch the 5-episode collection of Touched by an Angel.
Stop. I feel like you're attacking me.
Sona doesn't like his personality when he plays. Why not?
Maybe he turns evil. Turns heel.
Is he a bad guy when he plays games? What happens? Because that seems like a strange thing. If you like someone... I'm trying to think of like any tuber who I like watching their commentary on various things. I can't imagine them not liking it when they play video games because their personality changes so much. What happens to his personality when he plays games? What are you drawing over there?
Flowers. I'm making you a quick sketch so you can be pissed. Not done yet.
Okay. I'll stay away.
How am I supposed to say it's a quick sketch? I'm not really sketching.
You didn't even finish your Astra, Jess.
I can't. I'll get sick if I drink more than one.
Did you pop a Zen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one.
No.
It's got shittier after you called me out. See, now it's really bad.
Nope.
Why don't you want a Zen?
Why don't I want a Zen?
Yeah.
Sona can't explain it. She just doesn't like it. Annoys her. But other than that, she enjoys his videos.
Well, that's good.
No. Fair enough.
Where
That's
you
fine.
going?
Bathroom again. BRB.
They're gonna hear you pee.
Well, you better entertain them.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know, tell some jokes.
I don't know a single joke. My life right now, as I try to draw this flower. What's everybody doing this weekend? Anybody do anything fun, exciting, cool, sketchy, salacious? Just work. That's okay.
What's wrong?
I asked what everybody was doing this weekend.
What are they up to?
Sona says just work.
Just
Asked if
work.
anybody was doing anything salacious.
I hope not. Hope they're not getting into salaciousness. Don't be salacious, guys.
Ah.
Don't be a salacious crumb.
You want to get this tattooed on you, Nick?
Do I want to get what?
This flower tattooed on you?
I don't think so. I'm not much of a floral guy. I don't think that goes with the aesthetic very well.
It could.
No, I don't think so. You guys want to smoke a ret?
What's that?
Hmm?
Oh, a cigarette?
Yeah.
I can't have one now.
You can't?
Well, I've had Zins.
No.
I've reached my upper limit.
Jess can't have a ret because she's had Zins already.
This is the worst drawing I've ever done.
I doubt that.
You know what they say? If you draw on an iPad, it's cheating.
Mmm.
You don't really know how to art. It's broken me. No, I'm no good.
Sona's leaving the salaciousness to us swingers.
Oh, yes. I'm going to go to Columbus and hang out with my friend.
Test the waters a little bit.
I was told some salacious information about some of the people that are into that.
What, swingers?
Mm-hmm.
What about them?
That I don't want to say any names or.
Well, you don't say any names.
I'm
just
not.
what's the salacious
Just some
details?
People that I'm going to be spending some time around.
Oh,
Not my friend. Well, I don't know. I don't think so. But
Jess is babbling now.
some of the other people might be into that.
Oh,
I've been told.
you might be hanging out with swingers.
No, I don't know. It's just so that they might be a little salacious. Let's
Okay.
just put it this way: my friend had some salacious photos
Oh,
from some of these people because they're all like in a network of friends that just they do that. I've sent nudes.
A sex collective.
Yeah.
Huh. They just send each other nudes?
Yeah, like in a group chat.
Just a group chat and everyone sends nudes all the time.
Yeah, I think because they like salacious things.
Huh.
I doubt any of them are listening to this live stream, but just in case, I don't want to call anybody out.
Yeah. Well.
She knows some of the people working with this weekend.
Mm-hmm. And there might be pics passed around.
Not to me. She just told me she's in possession of some. And I said, why do you have those?
Mm.
She told me some salacious things.
Mm.
That's
I see.
all I can say.
All right.
Not nobody that I know or that I will ever know in the future.
Well, good job.
Yeah.
Are you being tattooed anywhere revealing?
My thigh.
Mm.
It's not super revealing.
You might end up in the group chat.
No, I'll have
The
my bits
salacious
covered.
chat.
No, it's not like, I don't think they do that with their clients
Mm.
themselves.
Okay.
Maybe that was in the olden days, you know? Maybe they've cleaned up. They don't do that anymore. There you
Could
go.
be.
There's my shitty peony. It's a poopy peony.
Shit.
That's what I write anytime I draw something poopy.
Mm. That's mean.
Don't show it. Sucks.
Hey! Why'd you do it? Sona's got the bricked up face 4 times.
Mhm.
4 bricks.
I know. Hopefully, my friend doesn't get wicker wasted and show all the bean photos.
She might.
Yeah,
You'll have to be her voice of conscience.
I will have to tell her to keep those to herself. She is
Mhm.
a single lady.
Mm.
Some of these people might be single, but she said it's not her type
Mm.
because they send pictures of their peens to people.
Well, that can change with a little bit of this.
Yeah, I'll try to keep her in
Well,
check.
A little alcohol can alter that, the decision making.
I'll try to keep her. Make sure she doesn't get too bricked up.
You need to play her Jiminy Cricket.
I don't know. Oh, the voice of reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
don't do it. Don't
Yeah.
get bricked up. You'll regret it.
Yep. End up on the internet.
This is my life's work, everybody. The best piece of artwork I've ever created or ever
Mhm.
will again. This is what 60,000 hours of art will get you. If you put that much of your life into art, you too can color a Lisa Frank puzzle.
Most people couldn't do that.
That?
Mm-hmm. I couldn't do that.
Why?
Because
You can do that.
no, not the skillful way that you did.
It's because you hate gradients.
That looks like it could have been printed on the puzzle pieces.
Aw, that's nice of you.
Well, it's true. I wouldn't have done that. Mine would have looked like shit in comparison.
No, women, you're great.
Sona said the best art I've ever seen.
Aw, everybody's so nice.
Mm.
Sona, the only lone survivor.
Seems like it. I mean, there are 6 people watching, it says. So we might have some
7
lurkers.
In the night with the nightcap.
No, I don't think so.
Don't want to get everybody bricked up and send them on their way.
No, it's too late for bricks. Too late for pumpkin spice.
That's sad.
I know. We'll get this out in the mail.
Questionable boundaries
No,
this evening.
no. We discussed enough salacious material with Kevin Spacey. And all that. I was supposed to be reading that the whole time.
That would
That-
have been weird if you just read the entire book while I was coloring.
Lisa Frank plus Hallmark smut.
Yeah.
4-hour live stream.
Just read all the books.
Yeah, this has been a 4-hour one.
How so much time pass?
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens to me at work. Anytime I'm like, I'll be home soon, and then like 2 hours later, I get home and they're like, what the hell happened to you? It's because of this.
Yep.
I do this in real time. No idea how long it's been.
There we go.
Oh, how cute.
I was supposed to have a smut interlude.
Oh, you ruined it for everybody.
Well, maybe tomorrow.
That could just be what you do tomorrow. Just a smut stream. Just read the book.
Saturday night smut stream.
There you go.
Yeah. I'll just do a full stream of smut tomorrow. An entire stream that's an intermission of smut for everybody to enjoy.
I was tattooing one of my clients the other day. She said she reads a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, really? She's like, yeah, I have. She's like, I'm on my 27th book or something of the year. She's like, I'm trying to read however many books. I have a goal this year. And I was like, oh, that's cool. What do you like to read? She's like, mostly like romance novels and stuff. And she like said a couple other things, and I'm just like, no, she's read those books.
You should have asked her.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to bond over it and have to act like I knew what I was talking about.
Sip my throat coat and get to work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe I can have the XAI create an original smut
Yeah.
short story that I can read.
Yeah. Based on what?
I don't know. What kind
So,
of
what do you want it based on?
what should the prompt be? If I have AI write a smut story to read tomorrow.
It should be about a lonely, divorced Canadian man. What was that it? Was there more to it?
Who's a YouTuber?
He's a YouTuber.
Well, what would the next plot points be?
His wife is out of town for the weekend.
Yeah.
Visiting a friend.
And
Getting
what
wasted. His
Mhm.
ex-wife.
his ex-wife?
Yeah, because you're divorced. You're a
Oh,
divorced
yeah.
Canadian. And he's feeling lonely. That could be it.
And he's feeling lonely.
Yeah.
Well, Sona just said corn miser and his eggplant.
Oh.
So is that what we throw that in?
Can't we keep him innocent?
Who, corn miser? Mm-mm. Apparently not.
Alright, that's more enjoyable. Nobody's gonna get bricked up over that though.
Over corn miser?
And an eggplant.
Sona might.
She might.
She requested it.
Yeah, it's true. She's got that corn miser kink.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll come up with something. We'll have a Saturday smut stream.
Do it.
Are you going to tune in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring headphones so my friend doesn't think I'm insane. Hopefully she'll be drunk.
Well, you probably both will be.
I'm not getting drunk.
You say that now.
I can't. I can't let myself do that.
Sona said she's completely innocent. I know that's not true because of your comments about Willem Dafoe the other night. You gave it away. You already proved you're not innocent with that commentary.
Maybe Willem Dafoe should be in the romance novel. Can you include him? In his monster peen?
As my love interest?
Willem Dafoe?
Yeah.
No.
Are we doing gay super divorce?
No, let's not do gay super divorce. Please, no.
I choose now to live my life as a gay man
Stop.
with
No.
Willem Dafoe
No.
and Kevin Spacey.
No. Don't
A love triangle.
No, don't do. No, I don't want to. Whatever it comes up with, I don't want to imagine any of that.
We choose now to live our lives as gay men. Together, united.
Popcorn miser. I hate that. Don't do it. Nightmares.
You will?
Probably. I have nightmares and nothing weird is going on. Oh, no.
Defoe doing divorce in outer spacey.
No.
Well, what time is it? Right now.
Oh, 2.
Okay. Well, we did what we set out to do. JJ said, "Now that's butt chugging."
I was gonna say you could have it where they're all on the airplane traveling to a destination and they hijack the butt chugging life-saving system for fun.
For fun?
Yeah, like the plane's not crashing, but they find a way to activate the butt spear to make them all super drunk.
And then everyone on the plane is drunk together?
No, just them. They activate their own
just them.
seats. Yeah.
Oh.
To start off their escapade on their vacation of debauchery.
Well, we'll see. Yep, it's time to skedaddle for us Canadians. Well, thanks for hanging out, all y'all, whoever's still here, Sona and JJ for sure, and then whoever's lurking. Thanks.
Thanks for buying my painting.
Yeah.
Look, I finished something.
That'll be in the mail with your t-shirt, Sona. Get that out to you. Post haste.
That's right.
Make sure to let me know when it arrives. Hopefully, no issues with the shirt. If it has like a bad fit or something, if you don't like it, let me know, and we can get you a replacement. Shirt sizing is weird sometimes. You never know. It's like there's no universal thing. Brand to brand, it can be completely different. So,
yeah,
we'll see. Night. You're welcome for streaming. Thank you for watching.
Yes, thank you.
Everyone, till next time, take real good care. Keep kicking ass. Love you lots. Lord willing, I'll be back very soon with another video for you to watch. Bye-bye.